Lamira, yep. Yeah, never know.
History for Illinois Wesleyan basketball.
It's a Titan victory!
The two top picks in the College Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin at the start of the season are still 1 and 2 at the midway point. And tonight's game could go a long way in determining who is number one at the end of the season. Live from Denny Bridges Court at Shirk Center at Illinois Wesleyan University, this is Illinois Wesleyan Titan basketball on IWSports.com and the CCIW network as the 12th ranked Illinois Wesleyan Titans take on the Firebirds from Carthage College. Good evening, I'm Eric Stock along with Joel Swanson. Glad to have you with us tonight. And Joel, as the Titans begin a 4-game homestand tonight, taking on a Carthage team that, along with them, have been the top 2 teams in the league 2 years running. And the way they played through the first month or so of conference play, it looks like it's going to be a wire-to-wire finish at the end of the season this year.
Yeah, it certainly does. And boy, this is a good Carthage team. And you kind of forget they were top 10 in the country to start the season in the D3Hoops.com poll. So this is a team that had a lot of players coming back. They got a ton of experience on the Firebirds team. And Eric, I got to think Carthage is going to play with a sense of desperation the rest of the season. A couple more losses for them, and their season's going to come down to winning the conference tournament to find the NCAA tournament in the end. They've really got to win almost every game down the stretch here. And this is a veteran group, a lot of seniors on this roster. So I think that desperation is going to be here probably the rest of the season. They cannot afford to have very many losses. Otherwise, they're going to be on the outside looking in unless they can win that conference tournament in the CCIW.
Yeah, certainly giving the expectations they had coming in after winning the conference championship in the regular season last year. It won't matter if they can't get that automatic bid at the end of February.
That's exactly right, and this would be a huge one for Carthage. Right now, Illinois Wesleyan is number 11 in the MPI. That is an extremely high ranking. Those are the types of teams that you have to beat to rise up that list. And when it's all said and done, It doesn't matter what people think. It's what the computer ranks you. That's whether you're going to be in the tournament or not. That's got to be the goal for Carthage right now, is to find that second season come early March.
And as you see the standings now, they're in second place, only a game back. If they win tonight, they're tied with 6 games to go. But if they lose, they're 2 games back with only 3 weeks to play.
And they've lost the tiebreaker as well, and no chance to be able to get that. And Illinois Wesleyan might be able to put that distance between the Firebirds and them with a victory here tonight. Be interesting to see how the Titans come out as well, riding that 9-game winning streak. They have played very well, and it's been on the defensive end that they have gotten it done. I think that game against Carroll on Saturday kind of encompasses the way Illinois Wesleyan's been able to win contests here. As of late, the offense was not great on Saturday, but the defense was outstanding in that victory up at Carroll and Waukesha.
And they were able to eke out a 60-58 win after trailing for a good part of that contest for their 9th consecutive victory, going for number 10. What would be their first double-digit win streak since 2013. Well, it was a dandy when these two teams played back on December the 3rd, that is. Illinois Wesleyan held on for an overtime victory, 85-81. The Titans were swept by Carthage last year in the regular season, but the Titans won when it mattered at the conference championship in Kenosha. The Titans lead the all-time series 111-32 as they meet for the 144th time here tonight. We'll take our first time out. We'll hear from Coach Ron Rose when we come back, and also the introduction of the starting lineups and the opening tip. The Titans and the Firebirds from Shirk Center. This is Titan Basketball on IWSports.com and the CCIW Network.
To graduate job placement, Illinois Wesleyan University ranks number 1 in Illinois and number 7 in the United States. Do well, do good, and achieve more than you ever thought possible. Check us out at iwu.edu.
Welcome to Titan Table Talk, the podcast that takes you inside Illinois Wesleyan athletics. Each week, I sit down with Titan coaches and student athletes to share their stories, analysis, and insights on what it means to be a Titan.
Really love each other and want to support each other.
We just have a really strong family component.
Tune in to Titan Table Talk on YouTube, IWUsports.com, and 88.1 WESN every Monday at 7 p.m.
What is proven science? At Just Thrive, it's about best-in-class clinical research. It's about supplements that empower users to control their health. These are the elements that make up the foundation of Just Thrive. Our proven, clinically backed, proprietary probiotic removes the guesswork from supplement selection because we've done the work for you to ensure that you're getting the best product possible, empowering you to take back control of your health from a leader in the digestive, immune, and emotional health spaces.
Illinois Wesleyan and Carthage tipping off here momentarily in their second matchup of the season. Illinois Wesleyan coming in at 15-3 and 7-2 in the CCRW. They are 7-1 at home this year as they prepare for a nice long homestand here at Shirk Center. Well, Coach, the start of a 4-game homestand, pretty rare for this time of the basketball season.
It comes at a great time. Now, we had to pay our dues. We've been on the road and first semester, 3 road games to start conference play. So it is nice to get to this stage of the season and reap the benefits of maybe that early season tough schedule.
Home court typically means a lot here, but in this series it hasn't in the last 2 years. The home team has only won 1 of the last 4. I guess an indication of just how evenly matched these two programs are.
Well, I didn't realize that, but now all of a sudden I'm nervous, Eric. Against good people. And certainly Carthage has been very good. This has been, the last few years, really a highly contested game, a highly contested rivalry, lots of close games, tough battles. That really doesn't surprise me, and fully expect this. You got 2 very proud teams going to battle, and they were preseason picked to win it. We were number 2, so certainly this was a game you would have expected all along to be a big game, and it is.
And of course, in fairness, all those last 3 games are all at Carthage, and you guys won 2 of them, so maybe that's a little misleading. So when you played in December, you go to overtime. That was almost 2 months ago now. How much different is this team, and how different is Carthage at this point?
Well, in terms of ourselves, we were still kind of reeling from Josh's injury and trying to find ourselves and get back to having roles and figuring out what this group would be really good at. And so we're in a much better place. Carthage has also, if you look at this semester in particular, late December, early January, they have started different lineups and they're playing faster. They've always played fast, but when you watch film, they've really kind of put the pedal down in terms of their fast break and getting out and running. And so we have to make sure we set our defense, which has been pretty good. But it's the same, for the most part, the same cast of characters as the first time we played them. And certainly I thought that was a pivotal game for us just from a confidence standpoint. And so we come in with, maybe in a better place than we did the first time. But I thought the first time we played incredibly hard because of that, maybe that self-doubt we had at that time.
Confidence has to be pretty high now, having won 9 straight, I would think.
We are a confident team. And what I like is when I say that, I think teammates are confident with each other. Whether it's Jackson is confident with Carlo, or Carlo's confident with Kaysen, or Kaysen's. I feel like the group really believes in each other. And in the CCIW play, being able to win some really close games certainly helps in that trust.
Ryan Johnson, an elite player, Conference Player of the Year, going up against Noah Cleveland. They had a strong first matchup. Noah dealt with foul trouble in that first matchup. But what are the main keys for trying to keep Ryan Johnson in check?
Well, he's such a good player. I think it's, you've heard me say it a million times, when you play really good players like Ryan Johnson, the goal is they're going to score and they're going to produce, but you just have to make everything hard. And so our goal is to try to make things difficult for Ryan. He runs the floor well. He handles the ball, initiates a lot of their offense. He's really good on the offensive glass. And, one of the most physical guys you're going to see. His physicality is what resulted in Noah getting in foul trouble early. Brady Keel had a great game the first time, which was really one of the keys. But Ryan Johnson is really a challenge because he truly is an inside-out player.
Carthage is a little deeper than they used to be, but not quite as deep as the Titans. Is that a strength that you can take advantage of tonight?
Well, it's something you always try to take advantage of. Is our goal when we talk about body blows is playing so hard and utilizing our depth so that the last 10 minutes, that we have an advantage. And so that's going to be the goal. I'll go back to one of the differences. First time Riley Brooks has had an unbelievable season. If you look at his numbers, I think you've pointed out several times, I don't know if he's the leading scorer in the league now. Maybe Soren or Richardson took it over, but he was for a while, and his numbers are ridiculous. One of the keys is going to be able to find him and not let him have one of the crazy nights that he's been having lately.
He's been a high-volume shooter, 20 points per game, 4th best in the league. First time in 2 weeks you've not had to face the top scorer in the conference, but he's pretty close.
Yeah, and they have, the Brooks and then the Johnson brothers, so and they spread it out, whether you're talking Antoine Nesbitt or A.J. Williams coming off the bench, they just have several weapons that you have to contend with, and that's one of the challenges is they'll have 5 guys on the floor who can score at all times.
So keys to get the win?
Well, I think we need to have a stellar defensive effort. It's kind of been our identity. It's been a strength of ours, and it's really going to have to come through for us tonight.
All right, we appreciate the time. Best of luck, and we'll talk afterwards.
Thanks, Eric.
Well, 3 consecutive games, Illinois Wesleyan went up against the top scorer in the conference, which means that the top scorer did not stay at the top once they were done with Illinois Wesleyan. Soren Richardson of Wheaton, Lane Toman of Milliken, and Michael McNabb of Carroll all held below their average, and now they face the 4th leading scorer in the conference, and Riley Brooks, at nearly 20 points per game. In fact, close to 23 points per game in conference play. Titans are going to have to find a way to either limit his shots or make him be a high-volume scorer without the maximum output.
Yeah, he can absolutely shoot the basketball, and he can carry a team on the offensive end. It's probably going to be Carlo Kolak time once again for Illinois Wesleyan. And Carlo, another guy who, for the Titans, who has just had an outstanding season so far for Illinois Wesleyan, has done a great job on the defensive end, and then finding the three-point shot lately. And when Carlo is shooting that three-point shot well, Eric, the dribble drive is his game, the pull-up is his game. When that three is going in, boy, he is an awfully tough guard. So Carlo's done a great job on both sides of the ball, but defensively, he has been outstanding. You talk about all those guys under their average. Well, Carlo Kolak is usually the guy guarding the team's best player. It's probably going to be Riley Brooks tonight, but Ryan Johnson is a tough matchup, as Coach Rose said. Really that inside-out guy who does everything for Carthage. That'll be another matchup to watch. This should be an outstanding basketball game.
Ron Rose in his 20th year at Illinois Wesleyan, and Steve Jurakovic, the head coach at Carthage, in his 6th season, a record of 82-55, and has the Firebirds at 12-6 on the year, as we send it down to our public address announcer, Ben Alcine.
Home of 33-time CCIW champion Titan basketball. This College Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin contest will feature the visiting Carthage College Firebirds and your hosts, the Titans of Illinois Wesleyan. Carthage is 12-6 overall and 6-3 in conference play. The Firebirds are coached by Steve Jurakovic in his 6th season at his alma mater with a record of 82-55. Illinois Wesleyan enters the contest 15-3 on the season, 7-2 in the CCIW. Coaching the Titans in his 20th season at his alma mater with a record of 364 wins and 167 losses, Ron Rose. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, the IWU band to play our national anthem. And now, let's meet our starters. First, for the Firebirds of Carthage College. 6'4" and a senior from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, number 5, Antoine Nesbitt. 6'7" and a junior from Oswego, number 10, Ryan Johnson. 6'5" and a junior from Ripon, number 11, Riley Brooks. A 6'3" senior from Oswego, 15, AJ Johnson. And a 6'3" senior from Wakanda, 21, Griffin Dawn. Normal, number 10, Mason Funk. A 5'10" junior from St. Louis, Missouri, 14, Kason Lawrence. 5'11" and a junior from Western Springs, 15, Jackson Nego. And a 6'5" senior from Glencoe, 22, Carlo Kolak.
It's filling up here at Shirk Center with first place on the line. Wisconsin. Our officials for tonight's game are Dave Cronin, Bobby Daw, and John Krushwicki. Illinois Wesleyan in their home white and green. Titans across the front of their jerseys. Carthage in their visiting Firebird red. Carthage in white across the front of their jerseys in a black trim.
Illinois Wesleyan got the first one between these two opponents, winning a overtime game at Carthage. Hard-fought contest. It seems like every CCIW game this year for Illinois Wesleyan has been hard-fought and physical. This one will be the same. Here we go.
Noah Cleveland, Ryan Johnson on the center tap, and Illinois Wesleyan wins it. They'll go left to right here in the first half. With the Cleveland at the controls, giving off to Kolak, works off a screen, gets to the foul line, looks to bully his way inside, leans baseline, and on the fade, hit it wide right, and Carthage comes away with the rebound. It's Nesbitt quickly backing down on his man, Kason Lawrence, takes him down deep, and the turnaround off the mark. Offensive rebound, though, they kick it out. Stepping into a three, Riley Brooks from downtown.
Yeah, you had to wonder if Carthage would take advantage of the size of their guards. Boy, A.J. Johnson and Antoine Nesbitt, both 6'3", 6'4". They could cause some problems for the Titans.
3-0 Carthage with the early lead. Funk rolls to the right elbow, kicks the ball back out to Cleveland. Cleveland with a step to the left, the handoff to Nego, gets into the paint, kicks it over to Funk. He goes baseline with a spin, a fade 8-footer is good. He had 35 in their first head-to-head matchup about 8 weeks ago.
Yeah, he was outstanding. A ton of mid-range shots for Mason Funk in that game, and got one right there on the fade.
3-2 Carthage with the lead. Ryan Johnson at the top of the chest pass left side to brother A.J. Johnson. Back to Ryan Johnson. Strokes a three and buries from the left wing.
And Ryan Johnson has done everything well so far this year, but he hasn't shot it well so far this season. And if he gets hot, holy smokes, his game goes to another level.
Yeah, only 27% from three, but he shows that he can make that shot. 6-2 Carthage with the lead. Right wing, Lawrence looks to answer. A little long in the three as it caroms off the top of the backboard and out of bounds.
Yeah, really well done that time by A.J. Johnson, just extending out on the guard, making that shot a little bit more difficult for Kason Lawrence. Lawrence doesn't have great height, so being able to see sometimes over the top can be difficult for him. Nice job on the reach that time by the Carthage point guard.
Nesbitt, the senior from Milwaukee, with a give and go, top of the key to Ryan Johnson. Chest pass left side to Riley Brooks. And he's guarded by Kason Lawrence. Has to give up the basketball over to Nesbitt. Nesbitt attacks to the left, pulls up, steps up for three, no good. A box out for Cleveland to claim with a rebound for the Titans.
Good defensive possession that time for Illinois Wesleyan, forcing Carthage into a very difficult shot.
After giving up a couple of threes in the first two trips, now into the paint. Kolak got past his man and banks it in.
Well, you cannot give a straight line layup. That's exactly what Carthage gave up right there. But you let Carlo get to his right hand all the way to the cup, you're asking for trouble.
6-4, Carthage with the early advantage. Nesbitt rolls to the right. Kolak slip, sticks with him in the pass through the hands of A.J. Johnson, or turnover to Jackson Nego. Nego penetrates left of the lane, gives up the dribble, flips it out deep to Kolak, whips it right side to Cleveland. Now on the wing to Funk. Funk goes between the legs, pulls up, long two, off the heel, no good. Rebound to Brooks for the Firebirds.
Yeah, well defended that time, was able to hedge out over the top of that screen right there, make that a difficult shot.
A.J. Johnson covered by Nego, now to Ryan Johnson. Backs down, skips it across out to Nesbitt, steps into a three, and barely draws iron. Easy carom for Mason Funk.
Yeah, I think Nesbitt would rather get downhill and get down inside than take that outside shot.
He has been a more efficient scorer this year. Long three, Lawrence got it from 23.
Wow. Well, just kind of a little pick that time. Popped out to an open spot, but I guess from 23 feet, it's always probably going to be pretty open, and sprays it home.
His hot streak ended on Saturday. Didn't make one after shooting nearly 60% from three in the previous 8 games. Nearly jarred that ball away. Carthage on the drive, pulling up Brooks out of control, flips it up over the backboard, out of bounds.
Just ran into the tall timber down there, and Noah Cleveland. Nice job by Noah there, putting his hand straight up. And Brooks had nowhere to go with the basketball.
Titans now with a 7-6 lead. They've scored 5 straight. As Nigo brings it up, he was just getting into the starting role back in early December after the injury to Josh Fridman. Now moving in right of the lane, Kolak darts it out, open three, Cleveland. Off the rim, no, Nesbitt pulls down the miss.
Yeah, not a bad pick and pop shot right there. Noah got an open look, just couldn't knock it home.
The spin by Riley Brooks, kicks it back out to Nesbitt. Right side, A.J. Johnson, guarded by Nigo. Left-hand dribble around the pick from Ryan Johnson, gets it over to his brother. Ryan with the ball fake, goes to baseline, gets it inside to Don with the double clutch, had it blocked, and the foul on Mason Funk, his first whistle tonight, first foul of the game, nearly 4 minutes in.
Yeah, we figured that Riley Brooks, it would be Carlo Kolak that would get the assignment on him. And so far, it's really been a lot of Cason Lawrence there. Might be some switches, also some matchups in transition as well. We'll see if that continues as the game goes along.
Dawn at the line. The first one spins out for the 65% free throw shooter. The Titans did the same thing in their first matchup. They did start Cason against Riley Brooks, figuring that he could handle the shot well, and they like Kolak against a bigger, more agile Antoine Nesbitt. But there will probably be some mixing and matching along the way. We want to keep the defense guessing. Dawn makes one of two to make it a 7-all game.
Yeah, Carthage is a little bit of a different puzzle than maybe some of the teams the Titans have seen because they have more options of guys who can score, get to the basket, so on and so forth.
Funk off the screen, pull up. Yes.
That's interesting. Just coming off that screen, wide open for a 15-footer. Nobody hedges out, no switch on that. Boy, way too easy that time for Mason Funk.
Yeah, that's his game. 4 points for Mason Funk. Titans are back in the lead. It's Nesbitt at the top, flips the ball to the wing. To Ryan Johnson, chest pass over to Dawn. Dawn scoots back up. A.J. Johnson feeds to the post. The fade, Riley Brooks, quick turnaround from 12. Off-balance shot, missed it. Funk rebounds for Wesleyan.
He has such a size advantage. Boy, you really like to see him take that ball a little bit more to the basket, use that frame.
Quick shuffle, Kolak down deep, the double clutch, and the shot short. Ball tipped. Ryan Johnson rebounds.
Yeah, look at Ryan Johnson. But that is a range rebound. He went and got that. Looked like Carlo was going to have a chance to put that one back.
Titans up by 2. Right wing Ryan Johnson stares down Cleveland on the perimeter. Back out to Nesbitt. Nesbitt looks, waits for a screen, doesn't get it. Now he does. Rolls to the right. On the stop and go out to Dawn. Dawn raises a 3 off the back rim. Nigo chases down the rebound and got tied up with Ryan Johnson. Jump ball, alternate possession, will keep it on the Firebird side as Titans go to the bench first with Jackson Nigo out and David Williams in, the 6'2" senior from Peoria, Notre Dame.
And this is a matchup of the two best rebounders in the conference, and there they are right there. Noah Cleveland and Ryan Johnson, both over 10 caroms a game, doing an outstanding job cleaning the glass. And boy, look at Ryan Johnson's numbers. Averaging 13 points per game, but he does so many other things for this Carthage team.
He leads them in assists from the 5 spot. Not many do that. Knocked out of bounds again. Nathan Bolt, the 6'10" senior from Barrington, is in for Mason Funk.
And as Coach Rose said, he'll bring the ball up. He'll get them in their offense. He does everything for this basketball team. Riley Brooks can score, no doubt about that. But Ryan Johnson, his all-around game is outstanding.
Also leads him in block shots, though no one comes close to the trifecta the Titans have in shot blockers, led by Funk and Cleveland. Dawn goes inside with a left hand for 2.
That's an impressive finish. Nathan Bolt is not easy to shoot over. That was well done that time by Griffin Dawn.
His first field goal, game tied at 9. Lawrence at the top, his pass knocked away by Dawn. He gets the steal, moves in on Bolt, curls in, and he reverses, goes off the backboard for 2. Faked one way and went the other.
Yeah, that was well done. Great head and shoulder fake right there. Get the defender up in the air. Well, you don't see that from the Titans very often. A little bit sloppy out there on that reversal pass.
Lawrence a fading 3 in front of the Carthage bench, no good, but the rebound 1 hops to Kolak. Ball tips, so it's still live. Titans can reclaim it. They reset with a fresh 20. 14 to go in the first half. Top of the key, it's Lawrence. Left wing, Kolak. Puts the ball on the dribble. Gets into the paint. He'll lean, he'll spin, he'll fire from 10 and hit.
Yeah, that was a difficult shot by Carlo Kolak. Boy, I thought Carthage had that really well covered. They cut off the lane, they made him spin that time and still knocked it home.
Game tied at 11. Now Dawn, feeling it now, moves in on Bolt, skips into the paint. It's A.J. Williams, the senior from Whitney Young, now at the foul line. 15-footer was good for Ryan Johnson.
Talk about doing a nice job, a little flash in the lane right there, squaring the shoulders, getting that shot off quickly. But the big guy was coming quick and able to get that shot off right over the top of him.
13-11, Carthage on top once again. Now David Williams on the left side, spins it out high to Kolak. He has a couple of baskets, looks over the defense, now crosses over on A.J. Williams, spin at the foul line. Up from 14, he hits.
Yeah, Carlo's got it rolling here so far. What a very difficult shot. Again, I thought Carthage did a nice job cutting off the lane right there. No straight line layup, no straight line getting to the glass, make him shoot over the top. Got to tip your cap and go the other way.
Titans operating with a mid-range game here tonight as Kolak has 6. We are tied at 13. A.J. Williams off the screen, glides to the bucket, ball tipped, and a foul as Bolt and Kolak sandwiched him in. That's going to be on Kolak, his first, team's second.
And I see the replay right there coming right at you. There's been a little bit of contact there at the end.
So A.J. Williams goes to the line where he's a perfect 11 of 11 at the stripe this year. First one is good. Carthage back in front. Nego returns. A couple of new players. Brady Keel, the 6'6" junior from St. Louis. And we see Mason Funk back in. And Connor Williams with his first entry tonight. The 6'2" sophomore from Stagg had a couple of big threes in the win against Carroll on Saturday. Finished with 8 points in the Titan victory. Carthage brings Nate Montgomery off of the bench, the 6'6" senior from Watertown, Wisconsin. Along with Chris Schlesinger, 6'5" junior from Lone Tree, Colorado. Williams remains perfect at the free throw line, 2 for 2 there.
Yeah, nice job by Williams getting all the way to the glass, able to force that contact from the Titans. Carthage already 15 on the board here against Illinois Wesleyan, playing well on the offensive end.
Nego goes baseline behind the goal, kicks it in the corner to Kolak, elevates to the glass, high off the window, no good. Tipped by A.J. Williams, Titans keep it alive. Out to Williams with a head fake, looking on the right wing, goes to baseline to Keel. Stares down his man, unloads to Funk. Funk off a screen for 3. Back rimmed it, no. Titans get up for the rebound but can't track it down. A.J. Williams picks it up off the floor for the Firebirds.
Yeah, nice job by Carthage right there, able to clear that glass. Now you got some guys coming off the bench. We'll see who gets the best of this battle here.
15-13, Carthage by a deuce. A.J. Williams out high. Swings the left to Riley Brooks. Backs down. He'll lean in, muscling up against Funk, who gets the rejection and the recovery.
Yeah, picked the wrong guy right there. Mason Funk using that extension, able to get a hand on the basketball.
Tried to get him a second foul, perhaps. Instead, the block out to Funk. Funk with the head fake. Got past his man, elevates, dishes across to Keel, who had a block by Schlesinger for the Firebirds. Into the front court, Wiley Brooks. It's on the breaks. Titans get back. Connor Williams sticks it with him. He'll fade from 15 off the back rim. No. Funk rebounds for Wesleyan.
Yeah, he can hit those types of shots, but Illinois Wesleyan's going to live with a fadeaway jump shot from 15.
Nego rolls to the left. Swings it out to Kolak. Kolak with a head fake. Has a seam to the bucket. Up and in for 2.
Much more comfortable going to the right hand. And boy, Carlo off to a really hot start here for Illinois Wesleyan, filling it up on the offensive end.
4 buckets for Carlo Kolak with 8 points. The game tied at 15 with 11:25 remaining in the first half. Just Thrive Health, founded by Illinois Wesleyan baseball alum Billy Anderson and his wife Tina, proud parents of former Titan athletes Nina and Marco Anderson. Just Thrive Health. It takes guts to be healthy. Kolak 4 for 7 from the floor with 8 points. Titans are 48% from the field, though just 1 out of 7, 1 of 5 rather, from beyond the arc. Carthage 39% from the floor, 5 of 13. And they are 2 for 5 from three-point range.
Yeah, you got to really like the shots Illinois Wesleyan's getting so far here in the contest. They've been able to attack the rim here against this Carthage defense. We'll see if that continues as the game goes along. But as Coach Rose had mentioned in the pregame, Carthage playing at a pretty high pace here, trying to force that tempo.
Anton Nesbitt brings the ball across with handoff to Schlesinger. He crosses over, goes inside on Funk. Had the ball ripped down and out of bounds off of Schlesinger. It goes out to the Titans.
Again, Illinois Wesleyan's ability to protect the rim is probably the best characteristic this team has of a very good basketball team. Their ability to protect the rim and really keep teams from getting easy shots inside the paint has been one of the keys to the success of this Titan team.
Top shot blocking team in Division III at nearly 7 rejections a game. As we're 9 minutes in, game tied at 15. A fake shot and a jump pass there by Kolak. Out to Funk. Now Connor Williams rolls left of the lane. Run over the left hand. Nobody to contact. Got the whistle. And Connor Williams attacking the basket will now head to the line after the foul on Nate Montgomery, the first foul against Carthage.
And you can see a good head and shoulder fake here, turning the corner by Williams and drawing that contact with the body. Able to get himself to the line here. Good job, able to turn that corner, get to that left hand.
Williams at the line. The first one is short. 3 for 3 at the line coming in. Brady Ruggles in for the first time, the 6'6 junior from Wheaton. As Kolak checks out, Keel goes out. And Noah Cleveland is back in. And a quick exit for Montgomery as Ryan Johnson returns for the Firebirds. Titans struggled at the line on Saturday, and it's been an on-again, off-again problem for them. Just 5 out of 15 at Carroll, including a couple of front ends they clanked in the final minutes, but got defensive stops to hang on to win. 16-15, Titans are back in the lead as Nesbitt swings it out to A.J. Williams. Pass on the wide right side to Ryan Johnson. Hand off A.J. Johnson to gets into the paint. Takes it up strong, left it short, got it back. Schlesinger short of the follow. Schlesinger then stumbles with the basketball, kicks it out to Nesbitt. They reset to A.J. Williams. His 3 is short. Nesbitt gets the offensive rebound, shovels it out to A.J. Johnson, who hits the triple.
Yeah, get him a number of shots there, and they're going to knock one down, and Carthage makes Illinois Wesleyan pay by hitting the offensive glass to take the lead.
His first bucket. 3 different Firebirds have hit threes. 18-16. Firebirds by a bucket. Bounce pass sneaking it into Lawrence. It off his fingertips out of bounds as Cleveland tried to thread the needle between a couple of defenders.
Yeah, did a pretty good job as well. Looked like that pass was right on the money. Casey Lawrence just couldn't handle it down low. But the big guy trying to drop a dime. The one thing we haven't seen much is getting Noah Cleveland in the post here so far in this contest. Really nothing so far in the painted area for number 0 for Illinois Wesleyan. We'll see if they emphasize that a little bit here in the last 10 minutes of the half.
Another new player in for the Firebirds, Jabe Haith, the 6'4" junior from Elgin, who started at Lewis University at D2 in his freshman season. Midway through the first half, Titans down by 2. Ryan Johnson in the paint, kicks it over to Don with a head fake. Now he'll fade over Mason Funk and knocked it down.
That is a very difficult shot. Boy, Mason Funk makes it difficult for you to score inside. Boy, Griffin Dawn's had a really nice start to this game.
Only averaging 6 a game. He's got 7 already. Ruggles pull up, left elbow might have been tipped. Came up short, Dawn the rebound. Boy, Coach Jurakovic telling those guys to get it down court quickly. And Nesbitt runs into a double team. Had a blocked Funk and Cleveland combined.
Yeah, nice job by Mason. Kind of giving ground there, not giving up the foul.
Titans are down by 4. Funk with the crossover on Nesbitt. Wheels into the paint. Kicks it out to Nigo on the wing. Back out to Funk. Funk rolls to the left, covered by Dawn. Swings it on the wing to Nigo. Got a step baseline, double clutches. Kicks the ball back out to Funk. A long 3. Short. A rebound there for the Firebirds. Ryan Johnson had a poke from behind by Cleveland. Out of bounds to disrupt the breakaway. Carthage still keeps it up 20-16.
Yeah, once again, we'll see if the Titans start to probe that lane a little bit more. Not a lot of post touches here so far in the game. Ryan Johnson obviously has that physical presence inside for Carthage. We'd like to see the big guy, Noah Cleveland, get some paint touches here as this half goes along.
He's only had 1 shot attempt, and that was on a 3. So the Titans down by 4. Ryan Johnson on the left side looks for a handoff to Haith, who stumbles but maintains the dribble. Now Dawn driving left of the lane. In on Ruggles, and he is carrying Carthage in the first half with 9 points.
Yeah, it's been his night so far. As Griffin Dawn has done an excellent job. Most of everything's been attacking the glass here so far in this contest for him.
22-16. Carthage is the biggest lead so far. Now at the foul line is Cleveland with his back to the basket to Lawrence. Tries to hedge inside. Nothing there. Out to Cleveland. Now Nigo. Back to Lawrence. 10 to shoot. Around the horn. Ruggles. Baseline. Cleveland. Backing down on Ryan Johnson. Gets underneath. And Johnson the block with the foul. As they try to reverse it, Johnson get a hand on it. And picks up the foul. That is his first, team second.
That's really the first post touch Illinois Wesleyan has gotten for Noah Cleveland here so far today. You're going to see good drop step move by Noah going to reverse it. And that looked like some contact on the backside. Might have been some basketball as well, but had to go through the offensive player to be able to make that happen.
So Cleveland at the line for 2. And short on the first. He really struggled early on in the season, got a lot better as the year went on, and took a step back on Saturday, 4 out of 11. Still had a double-double, his customary. Now 53% for the season. First one is short, second one also short, and Mason Funk gets the offensive rebound. So the Titans still with a shot here for points. Cleveland now rolls to the right, attacks the rim, leans in now. He'll fade from 8 feet. Tough shot, spun out. Nesbitt rebounds for the Firebirds.
Yeah, well defended that time by Ryan Johnson. Just kind of pushing Noah out a little bit farther than he wants to go. Fadeaway 15-footer doesn't go down.
Ryan Johnson, top of the key, rolls to the right. They're on a bit of a roll here. They've scored 7 straight. Baseline drive, blocked from behind. David Williams got a hand in there on the shot by A.J. Johnson. And Johnson will head to the line for 2. First on David Williams, team's third.
Yeah, we see the Titans struggling on the offensive end, and we've seen this from this team at times this year, struggle on the offensive end, certain points of games. It's their defense that's carried them, and Carthage has done a nice job attacking the glass here so far. First free throw up and good by A.J. Johnson. Griffin Dawn's done a great job attacking the glass against Illinois Wesleyan. Titans are very hard to score on inside, but Carthage has done a really nice job of that here so far in the contest.
Titans only scored 22 in the first half against Milliken a week ago, and then put 50 on them in the second half of the win. As Johnson gets both, the lead now up to 8 as they've scored 9 straight. Top of the key, Mason Funk, 7.5 to go till halftime. They go high-low inside to Cleveland, inside the half circle, muscles it up. No, off the backboard, offensive rebound by Funk. He zips it out to Kolak. Now to Funk once again with a head fake. Spin move to the paint. He'll pull up 14-footer. No, wide left. 8th rebounds for Carthage.
Yeah, a lot of contact inside. Coach Rose not happy about a lack of a call right there, but another fading shot for Illinois Wesleyan. Now we see Ryan Johnson, the big guy, bringing it up and initiating the offense. One of the things that's really unique about Carthage.
Johnson full speed ahead, kicks the ball out to Nesbitt. Spin at the foul line. Kicks it out to Johnson for 3. Got it.
So one of the things when you can spread the floor like Carthage can, got some guys that can shoot it. You can get some of those big guys, those shot blockers away from the rim. That's what they've been able to do so far. And we look up at the scoreboard. Titans have dug themselves an 11-point hole here in the first half. Not exactly what Illinois Wesleyan wanted to see in the half here so far, but Carthage has played really, really well. You got to give the Firebirds a ton of credit.
As Carthage has scored 12 straight, and the Titans are 4.5 minutes without a field goal as they trail 27-16. When it comes to lunch, one thing that makes it great is variety. Biaggi's lunch menu is packed with a variety, from a selection of freshly tossed salads and specialty sandwiches to the popular lunch half and half. That includes a choice of 2 items: soup, salad, half pizza, or a half sandwich. Lunch at Biaggi's is always fresh, it's fast, and it's definitely filling. Enjoy lunch at Biaggi's today, open daily at 11 a.m. at 3010 East Empire Street. To view menus or place an order for a curbside pickup, visit Biaggi's.com.
You look at the shots that these two teams are getting here so far in the contest, and boy, advantage to Carthage, doing a great job of attacking the glass, getting inside shots, good high percentage looks at the basket. We talked about Ryan Johnson, hasn't shot the ball well so far this year behind that three-point line, sub 30% so far in the season. He's knocked down a couple threes, and if he gets hot, Eric, that's going to be trouble for Illinois Wesleyan because he can draw Noah Cleveland out away from the basket. Really opens things up then on that dribble drive for the Firebirds as the game goes along. We'll kind of see how that kind of plays itself out, but I think Illinois Wesleyan's got to be concerned about the offensive end right now. They're having a hard time finding good shots here in the last 5 minutes of the game. We'll see if they do a little bit better. They tried pounding that ball into the post. It seems like that's probably where that ball needs to go. Carthage is going to be extremely physical against Noah Cleveland. His struggles from the free throw line here so far in this game, and we'll kind of see how that plays out as the night goes along.
The Titan women are on the road tonight at Milliken and off to a good start. They lead 25-5 at the end of the first quarter in Decatur. As we return to action here at Shirk Center, Lawrence with the bounce pass goes inside to Cleveland, goes in strong, leans and gets the roll over Ryan Johnson.
Just so much size in there, and we'll see if the Titans continue to probe away at that inside post play.
27-18 first bucket for Noah Cleveland. Now Hafe to the left, he'll step up, shoots a 3, that's short. David Williams up for the rebound for Wesleyan.
We got 6 minutes here for Illinois Wesleyan now. Try to close that gap before halftime.
Gets into the paint. Kolak hammered from behind. It was Dawn and Hafe there, but Dawn gets the whistle. Going for the block from behind. His first foul, team's third.
And Carlo kind of caught himself in a tough spot right there. Kind of got bailed out by that foul from behind. That's Carlo's game, though. Getting downhill, putting your head down, getting inside, able to use that athleticism and really that strength near the basket.
Kolak hit the line, a 65% free throw shooter, rattles that first one in. Titans is 63% for the season, still last in the league, and again, they've had their ups and downs there as Funk and David Williams come out of the game. Brady Keel back in, along with Kason Lawrence.
We'll see if Illinois Wesleyan now can string some stops together here on the defensive end. Climb back in this contest before halftime, down by 7 now with 6:16 to go in half.
And Kolak in double figures with 10.
Yeah, he's really been good for them. Half their points on the board so far in the game.
The rest of the team is 4 of 15, while he's 4 of 7. Screen top of the key, A.J. Johnson. Wide left, Keel the rebound for Wesleyan.
And now the Titans again starting to string some stops together here. Let's see if they can make Carthage pay on the offensive end.
Under 6 to go. Cleveland, left wing, backing down on Ryan Johnson. Gets into the green space. He'll fade from 7 feet and gets the soft bounce for 2.
Well, we've seen Noah Cleveland play a lot of different ways so far this year. And Carthage seems to feel pretty comfortable letting Ryan Johnson go one-on-one with him. Johnson, one of the few guys in the conference that has that build, that girth inside to kind of be able to handle Noah a little bit down low.
Well, Cleveland's won the last 2 times. It's now a 5-point game. Nesbitt attacks the rim. Had a block by Keel. Titans look to break. On the right side, Kolak. Carthage gets back. Cross-court pass, Nego. Out to Lawrence. Flips the ball to Cleveland. Right wing to Kolak. Head fake on a 3. Now shoots a 3. And it's a little short. Nesbitt rebounds for Carthage.
Yeah, again, you like to see the Titans probe inside. They've had some pretty good advantage of using Noah Cleveland in that post position.
Now Ryan Johnson fronts Cleveland. Poke from behind. Nice effort by Cleveland to keep the ball alive. Tipped by Lawrence. Still in play. Carthage has it. And then Dawn lost it out of bounds off his knee.
Well, that's the type of play that'll win you basketball games right there. Boy, that ball looked like it was going out of bounds. Noah Cleveland, the biggest guy on the floor, going after it, able to save it. And really nicely done. Look at this play by Noah Cleveland. Able to save that basketball from going out of bounds. Great hustle play, and it works out for Illinois Wesleyan as they're able to knock the ball off Griffin Dawn out of bounds.
And he also kept it away from the basket in case it was to be taken by a Carthage player. Now it's Keel with the foul line. Looking to go inside, slap from behind. It's loose, but he got it back.
Yeah, they're looking to go high-low out of that play. Good job by Carthage.
The drive of the dish, the kick out. Lawrence for 3. Got it!
He's going to make that shot more, and he's going to miss it right there. Great swing of the ball by Illinois Wesleyan. Boy, a 12-point lead became 2 in an awful big hurry.
9-0 run by Illinois Wesleyan after the last timeout, taking just 2 minutes and 22 seconds for an offense that was languishing. They found their groove, but getting some stops on the other end sure helped.
Yeah, it certainly did, and I just think pounding that basketball inside to Noah Cleveland, really a good move by Illinois Wesleyan. Obviously, you've got the superstar junior inside. Big, strong, use that post presence down there to really make something happen. Titans doing a much better job as really Cleveland wasn't much part of the game on the offensive end in the first 10 minutes, but getting him involved down in that low post. It's interesting again, as I mentioned before, we have seen Noah guarded so many different ways by teams. Quick doubles, slow doubles, hedging inside. Carthage seems to be going one-on-one pretty much with Noah on the box. So we'll see if that continues as the game goes along here and what Carthage's strategy is going to be with the big guy.
So Carthage goes back to offense, up by 2 as Griffin Dawn brings it up against Brady Keel on the half court. Tough exchange, but gets it out to Riley Brooks. Now to Ryan Johnson, left in the lane. Fakes the pass down low. Goes to Nesbitt, but throws it behind him. A mix-up. Nesbitt headed toward the bucket, but the ball thrown out of bounds.
You can see what the Titans do such a good job of fighting over screens, fighting over handoffs, making it difficult to be able to reverse the ball, be able to cut off those handoffs, be able to turn the corner. Do a really nice job of that. It certainly paid off right there on that particular defensive possession.
Now Kolak on the wing, teased up top of the key. Lawrence, another 3. Fading, and he hits it again.
Screener play right there. So much attention goes inside of Noah Cleveland that he's able to find himself open for just a second. He just needs a little bit of space to get it off, and down it goes.
42% from beyond the arc, and he's hit 3 tonight. And the Titans have ripped off 12 in a row to answer the 12 straight scored by the Firebirds. As the Titans retake the lead. Now Dawn rolling to the right. Cut off there by Keel. Looks to take him off the dribble. Got deep. Left-hander lays it in, and the foul on Keel.
Boy, he is having a night. And it's not like he's knocking him down from the three-point line. Just attacking the glass. Boy, nice little crossover right there. Got the defender back on his heels. Watch this move by Griffin Dawn. Really nice. Look at that crossover right there. Really well done that time by the senior. Puts it up with the left hand at home. Boy, he's been the key player for Carthage here so far in the contest, as Riley Brooks has not been able to get anything going here so far in the game. Ryan Johnson's knocked down a couple of threes, but Griffin Dawn's been the big difference maker here for Carthage.
And this is what he does, though he's not a primary scorer, but shooting 57% from the field. He is efficient. He gets the ball to the basket. He has done that tonight. Now has 12 points. The foul on Keel, his first, and the team's fourth, as Carthage regains the lead.
Yeah, he thought the Titans were kind of be climbing uphill here the rest of the half, but nice job getting themselves back in the contest.
Cleveland, cut off, has to get the ball back out just in time. Nigo on the drive, kicks into the corner. Cleveland for three. Off the back of the rim, no. Offensive rebound, the deflection there to Funk. Out to Lawrence, sidesteps, shoots another. This one short, tip Cleveland, the offensive rebound. Out to Nigo. Nigo on the drive, left of the lane, pull-up, jumper, banked it, no. And A.J. Williams corrals the rebound for the Firebirds.
Yeah, well, the Titans got a couple of really good looks at the basket. Nothing goes down there on that particular possession here. See if they can, again, string some stops together here to end the half.
Brooks back over to A.J. Williams, sporting a taped up left thumb. Unloads now Dawn, weaving to the left, foul line, jumper wide right, tipped in. Cleveland has the rebound.
They did not let him get to the basket that time. Made him pull up a little bit for that short jumper.
Kolak left side, Titans down two. Now they feed Cleveland. Down low on Ryan Johnson, draws the double, hooks it in the corner. They rotate the ball well. Out to Lawrence for three. Short, Dawn the rebound.
Yeah, some deep threes by Kason Lawrence. Knocked a couple of down, missed a couple in a row here, but still looks that you're going to take for the Titans. Boy, when Noah catches that ball that deep, you just like to see him power at home. If it gets blocked, it gets blocked. Head back the other way.
Carthage up by two. Riley Brooks left of the lane. A hand check there on Kason Lawrence, his primary defender tonight. First foul on Lawrence, and the team's fifth. Side out inbound for A.J. Johnson.
That time Riley Brooks just ripping that basketball through, drawing the contact. And Lawrence is right up in his grill.
A.J. Williams, now to Riley Brooks. Holds the ball high, now to Dawn. Chest pass out to Ryan Johnson. Johnson looking backdoor, threads it in nicely to A.J. for two, and the foul.
Johnson to Johnson, just like the backyard right there. That was well done. The big guy to the point guard on that backdoor cut. And you can see why Ryan Johnson is such a problem. And he's out in the perimeter. Boy, that's just dropping that dime right on the money. All he's got to do is catch it in stride and score. Really well done that time by the Firebirds, spreading things out.
First foul on Jackson Nigo in the team's sixth.
You know, a guy like Ryan Johnson is going to average 12, 13 points per game, but still a Conference Player of the Year candidate because of all the things that he can do on the floor as the free throw goes down. He just gives you so many problems from that five position.
Johnson with 8, a 5-point lead for Carthage. As they've scored 6 straight, the seesaw continues. Down low to Cleveland, he's doubled. Backing down on Ryan Johnson. Tries to lean in, muscles it up, gets the roll and the foul.
Well, they probably just need to keep going at Ryan Johnson. Actually, the foul is going to be on the backside there. It's going to be Chris Schlesinger that's going to pick up the foul for Carthage. Keep going at Ryan Johnson down low. See if you can get him in foul trouble, doing so many things for the Firebirds. As now Brady Keel will come in. Mason Funk goes to the bench here for the Titans. Now, if you're Illinois Wesleyan, you had an 11-point deficit here in the first half. Kind of thought, hey, if we can kind of be hanging around at halftime, we'll be in a pretty good spot. Now down just 3.
Cleveland
close to the half.
Missed a couple earlier. He got a little more on this one, but spun out.
And that's the key for him, is being able to get that ball up on the rim. Don't leave it short. Get good backspin on it. Get it up on the rim and see what happens.
Titans are back within 3. A.J. Johnson takes over top of the key now to Ryan Johnson. Goes to baseline on Cleveland. Backing down, gets into the green space. He'll lean the block, but the foul on Cleveland. He's tried to go to his left. Cleveland stuck with him, but fouled on the block attempt, his first and the team's 7th.
Yeah, must have caught it with the body right there. Pretty clean up top. It's the two big guys pounding away at each other. I think Coach Rose just not real happy on the other end with so much contact down there and no call.
Riley Johnson, 69% at the line, rattles in the first.
Yeah, so on the replay, a lot of basketball there for Noah, but probably some body contact down low. I think that's what the official thought, and that's why he blew the whistle.
Ryan Johnson with 9 points. Keel is out, and Mason Funk back in. One more try here for Johnson, with Nate Montgomery preparing to replace him. Actually, no, they wave him off. So 2 free throws here, and it's 35-30 Firebirds. Nigo at the top, journeys to the left in front of the Carthage bench. Right side to Kolak. Kolak gets the ball to Funk with a spin. He turns baseline, cut off, back out to Kolak. Kolak to the left off the screen by Funk. Now he'll take off, gets into the paint, and a blocked. The rejection by Schlesinger.
Yeah, nice job by Schlesinger getting a hand on that basketball. Carlo again wants to go right, had to go left.
Ryan Johnson buries a 3 in transition.
Yeah, he has been red hot here so far in this contest, really shooting it well. So we saw Illinois Wesleyan make a run after that big Carthage run, and now the Firebirds jump right back on the Titans.
13 for Ryan Johnson, the lead at 8. The drive of the flip by Funk over his shoulder, no good. Ryan Johnson hot-foots the ball into the front court, pulls up at the foul line, gets it off to Schlesinger, high off the window, no. Ryan Johnson tried to put it back in one motion, came up short, Titans the other way, 2-on-2. Nice bounce pass to Jackson Nigo for 2 from Cleveland.
Got to get back the other way. Ryan Johnson never made it back down the floor that time, but what a bounce pass that time by Noah Cleveland. So impressive in the open floor.
Now the Firebirds play for the final shot of the half. 13 seconds remaining. Carthage up by 6 at 38-32. Johnson against Cleveland at the top. Ryan Johnson rolls right, attacks, goes for the dunk, and had a challenge by Mason Funk. He was not going to be posterized there. He got the clean rejection. And that brings us to the end of the first half here at Shirk Center.
Yeah, that was impressive that time by Mason Funk. It looked like Ryan Johnson was going in for the slam, and Mason Funk met him right in the rim. How about that play defensively by Mason Funk? 2 of the best all-around players in the conference going head-to-head right there. Well, Titans went down 11. Were able to take a 1-point lead. Carthage made a run at the end of the half. Illinois Wesleyan finds themselves down 6. I think the number on the board, Carthage able to put up 38 on the Titans in the first half. Illinois Wesleyan's been pretty stingy on defense so far this year. That's a good number for the Firebirds up there on the board.
38-32, Carthage with the lead. As we'll get set for a break, we'll recap the first half stats, look at other action at the CCRW, and also recognize an Illinois Wesleyan Football All-American. As we are at halftime, Carthage leading 38-32 here at the intermission, the first of 4 consecutive games here at Shirk Center for Illinois Wesleyan. We'll take a quick timeout. Back in a moment. This is Titan Basketball on IWSports.com and the CCRW Network.
Illinois Wesleyan student athlete. Tom Flood and Bruce Walker-Nine. Please give your coaches a round of applause. Fans, at this time, please turn your attention to center court as we recognize Illinois Wesleyan junior long snapper Zach Hansen. Last month, Hansen was named an AP second team All-American, becoming the first Titan long snapper to ever earn the honor. He is Illinois Wesleyan's first AP All-America pick since 2018 and the first under head coach Jaron Williamson. Fans, join me in a round of applause for AP second team All-American, Zach Hansen. And now turn your attention to center court for a performance from the Titan dance team.
Over 175 years, Illinois Wesleyan University graduates have made a difference in the world. Do well, do good, and achieve more than you ever thought possible. Find out more at iwu.edu.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care. From general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
Carthage with the lead here at the intermission. We'll look at the first half stats here in just a moment and other action here in the CCIW. And the first of four straight for the Titans here at Shirk Center. They've got North Central coming to Shirk Center on Saturday for a men's-women's doubleheader. The women will start at 2, and the men are slated to start at 4:15. We'll take another timeout. We'll get you set for our halftime guest. This is Titan Basketball on IWSports.com and the CCIW Network.
Welcome to Titan Table Talk, the podcast that takes you inside Illinois Wesleyan athletics. Each week, I sit down with Titan coaches and student athletes to share their stories, analysis, and insights on what it means to be a Titan.
Really love each other and want to support each other.
We just have a really strong family component.
Tune in to Titan Table Talk on YouTube, IWUsports.com, and 88.1 WESN every Monday at 7 p.m.
Welcome back to Shirk Center at Illinois Wesleyan. Eric Stock with Joe Swanson. We are at halftime. Carthage with a 38-32 lead. Now we are very much in the midst of an intense basketball season, but we're going to look back for a moment at what was an exciting and eventful football season for Illinois Wesleyan. In fact, we have the first All-American of the Jared Williamson era at Illinois Wesleyan. That is Zach Hansen, the junior long snapper. Congratulations on the recognition.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And what I love about this is you're being recognized at a position that by its very nature, you're not supposed to be recognized, right? You don't get the attention unless something goes wrong, but you're getting the recognition for having a pretty flawless year. What does it mean to you to be recognized in such a way?
It means a lot. It's a very niche thing. I never really thought that I would kind of get the, recognition that I have. So it means a lot. It's pretty cool. Glad to do it under Coach Williamson. Proud to be his first.
Now, how long have you been long snapping?
I started my freshman year of high school, but didn't really take it seriously until about my junior year.
How much practice is involved in that? Because you got to get it exactly right, and it's one of those things that you take for granted in football, but it's not that easy, I can imagine.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, it becomes second nature almost. You get to a point where you do it so much that, just the motion just stays, it never changes, unless like the punter wants to do something different, or like we did this season with all the fakes and everything, it's pretty much just second nature.
I was going to get to that. There were a lot of fakes this year. How does that change your approach to what you're doing?
Not too much. Actually, I think it makes my job a little easier when we do, a shorter snap. I mean, it's not 15 yards. It makes my life a lot easier.
But still, it's an adjustment. I'm thinking of it like when a pitcher gets the ball and is throwing the ball to second base. It's an easier throw, but yet they struggle with it because it's different.
Right.
Now, maybe it's different in this case because you have time to prepare for it, but that doesn't bother you at all, doing it?
No,
doing it differently?
not at all.
So do you get excited when you hear, okay, we're going to run a fake punt here. We're going to have the punter throw it or the up man throw it downfield. So what do you think about as you prepare for that?
Usually you kind of go into it thinking, all right, 4th down, same old thing every time. Then you hear that fake call, and it's like, ooh, it's like, new burst of energy. So it's all excitement from all the guys going out there.
Well, it was an exciting first year for Coach Jared Williamson and the Titans. What do you make of it and the progress that the team made throughout the season?
I think it was a little rocky, this season, but returning all the guys that we are and coming back stronger than ever, I'm really excited about it. I think it's, I think we can win it all,
I mean, so much turnover from one year to the next, and an entirely new coaching staff. Everything was different, new systems. So I suppose that's understandable that it's going to take some time to relay that foundation.
Right, yeah.
So North Central, of course, the dominant team in the CCIW or Division III for the last couple of years. Came up just short of the national championship. But where do you feel the Titans can compete next year as one of the teams that was more competitive with North Central than almost anybody?
Yeah. I mean, you know what? If we play our game how we know we can play it, we're unstoppable. Even North Central is a powerhouse. I think we're unstoppable.
So you've got one more year left, or what are your plans after school here?
Hopefully I'm going to go to grad school, and then I want to work for the NFL, sports agent.
As an agent, you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. We appreciate the time, and congratulations on the honor. That's quite impressive.
Thank you very much.
All righty. Zach Hansen, Illinois Wesleyan long snapper, an AP second-team All-American this season. We are at halftime. We have the second half coming up in a moment. This is Titan Basketball on the CCIW Network.
For over 175 years, Illinois Wesleyan University graduates have made a difference in the world. Do well, do good, and achieve more than you ever thought possible. Find out more at iwu.edu.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care. From general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
38-32 at halftime. Carthage leading Illinois Wesleyan at the break. As we look at other action in the CCIW tonight, they've gone to halftime in Decatur. Illinois Wesleyan's women leading 45-15 over the Big Blue as they look to bounce back from their first conference loss of the season on Saturday. Carroll and North Park on the men's side are tied at the break at 41. Augustana leading at Wheaton at the half, 38-33. And Milliken trails North Central 29-28 at the intermission. Here the Titans down by 6. They've shot 38% from the floor, 13 of 34, 3 of 12 from three-point range for 25%, and 3 of 7 at the free throw line for 43%. Carroll shot 12 of 32 for 38%, 5 of 11 from three-point range at 45%, and 9 of 10 at the free throw line for 90%. Carthage won the battle with the boards 23-20, and the Titans had 2 turnovers, while Carthage had 3. Titans led by Carlo Kolak with 10 points and 2 rebounds. Kason Lawrence with 9 points on a trio of threes. Noah Cleveland had 6 points, 5 rebounds. Mason Funk with 4 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 block shots. Jackson Nego had 2. Connor Williams had the Titans 1 point off the bench. David Williams, Nathan Bolt, Brady Keel, and Brady Ruggles have yet to score. Now for the Firebirds, Ryan Johnson, the hot hand of the first half, 13 points and 6 boards. Griffin Dawn, 12 points and 3 boards with 2 assists. A.J. Johnson with 8 points. Riley Brooks held to 3 on 1 of 4 from the field. He's averaging 20 per game coming in. A.J. Williams, they're only 2 off the bench. Antoine Nesbitt yet to score, but does have 4 points and 2 assists. And Chris Schlesinger, Nate Montgomery, and Jay Haith have yet to score off the bench. Titans are +4 in points in the paint, 16-12, relying a lot on mid-range jumpers. But it took them a while before they were able to get Noah Cleveland established on the offensive end.
Yeah, they finally did that later in the half, getting that ball down in the low post and able to put up 6 points before the break. Casey Lawrence shot the ball well from the outside, knocking down 3 triples, but they're going to have to get everybody else going behind the arc. The Titans, besides Lawrence, 0 for 9 from that three-point line in the first half. We'll see if that's a little better in the second half. Not a great field goal percentage, didn't shoot the ball well from the three-point line, and certainly struggled from the free throw line in the first half. Maybe forcing it down, just 6 here at the break. We'll see if they can do what they did last Wednesday against Milliken, down by 7 at the break. This is a really good Carthage basketball team. They've got a lot of options on the offensive end. And when we look at Ryan Johnson, sub 30% three-point shooter on the season, he knocks down 3 for 3 in the first half. When he is shooting the ball well, he's probably about as difficult of a guard in the conference as there is. He can do so many different things with the basketball from that 5 spot. Really is a tough matchup for Illinois Wesleyan because he's going to drag Noah Cleveland up out on the top of the floor, open up the basket a little bit more. But boy, Mason Funk had a really good first half defensively, a number of blocks inside against the Firebirds. Now we'll see if the Titans play a little better on the defensive end here in the second half, find their way back into this contest. Down just 6 right now. Still a lot of opportunities in front of this Illinois Wesleyan team here tonight.
Carthage led by as many as 11 in the first half. They had scored 12 straight at one point. Illinois Wesleyan followed that up with 12 straight of their own to reclaim the lead, though only briefly. Titans are up by 1 game over Carthage in the conference race. Titans are 7-2, Carthage 6-3, as the Titans look for the season sweep, but it's very much a jumble behind them. Wheaton at 5-3, Elmhurst and Augustana at 5-4, Milliken at 4-5, and North Park and Carroll just on the outside looking in. Titans with the basketball to start the second half, down by 6, going right to left with Casey Lawrence on the right side. Gets it out on top to Jackson Ego. Right side to Carlo Kolak. Looks for a post feed. A jump pass down low to Cleveland against Ryan Johnson. He'll fade from 8 feet off the front of the cup. And the rebound taken by Riley Brooks for Carthage.
Yeah, nice job by Ryan Johnson holding his ground inside. Made Noah fade away over the top and couldn't knock it home.
Now Ryan Johnson on the left side directing traffic with a bounce pass top of key to Don. Had the hot hand of the first half. Kicks into the corner to Ryan Johnson. Dribbles out to the wing out to Don with a spin. Goes to baseline. Nothing there. Back out Ryan Johnson with a head fake right side to Nesbitt. Nesbitt for 3. A rainbow no good. Good box out there by Jackson Ego to get the rebound.
Hasn't been there for Antoine so far tonight.
Titans still down by 6. The outlet stolen by Don. Don out in front. Funk gives chase and he gets the rejection. That's number 4 in the game from Mason Funk.
Yeah, so impressive that time, not giving up on the play.
And he's back down there with the offensive end. On the drive, it's Nego. Nego looking, gets the ball back out to Kolak. Left side, Jackson Nego once again. Nego for 3, off the heel. Nesbitt rebounds for Carthage.
Kind of a slow start here for both teams. Boy, Jackson Ego a little off balance. What a play, though, by Mason Funk. Man, that's probably a play that a team's going to score on 95% of the time on that open layup.
Also had a big block at the end of the first half to keep it a 6-point game. Now Johnson looks for the handoff to A.J. Johnson, left wing for 3. It's strong, and Funk rebounds.
You can see the Titans fighting over the top of those interchanges on those handoffs, trying to make it difficult on the Firebirds.
On the right off his screen, Funk's 18-footer was long. And the rebound to Riley Brooks with the outlet diagonally to Nesbitt. Backs down on Lawrence. Kicks it out to Don. Top of the key, Ryan Johnson for 3. Got it.
Yeah, he's been firing them home. 4 for 4 now for Ryan Johnson. And boy, the Titans are really going to have to to pick it up here. They're 2 minutes into the half. Still have not scored half number 2.
41-32, down by 9. Kolak on the left side, dribbles the ball out on top. Out to Funk, whips it left side to Kolak off his screen. His 3 is good.
The senior really stepping up. Big shot there for Illinois Wesleyan. Struggle on the offensive end. Nice little fade cut right there. Looked like he's going to come over the screen, a step back, little fade behind it, knocks it home.
And Kolak now with 13. It's 41-35. Pass to the post, tipped away. Ryan Johnson back to get it. Goes baseline, attacks the rim, and got Cleveland backpedaling. And Noah Cleveland picks up his second foul.
Yeah, good job by Ryan Johnson right there. Just got a little bit of angle. Noah couldn't quite get that foot to the baseline to be able to cut him off, and picks up the foul.
41-35, baseline inbound here for A.J. Johnson. Titans got 2 men near Ryan Johnson, and it goes into Ryan. Got past Cleveland, double clutches and scores.
He is having a great game here. 13 in the first half, already 5 now here in the second half. Boy, Ryan Johnson has been the star tonight.
He's got 18, 43-35. Kolak, top of the key, shuffles left, crosses over, angles to the right, leans in, burrows inside, gets down deep on Brooks and scores.
That's just muscle and strength right there, getting all the way to the block. Bit of a muscle at home, and boy, the senior again has been the big leader for the Titans here tonight. Same thing against Milliken last Wednesday. Boy, he really put him on his shoulders at times last week.
He's got 15. Ryan Johnson, he caught his man airborne, goes baseline, missed it, put back Dawn, too strong. Nesbitt the put back again, got slapped away. A whistle before the putback. That's going to be on Cleveland. His third. No, just his second. No, it is his third.
Yeah, picking up his third personal foul. That could be trouble, and the Titans are going to go to the bench as Brady Keel comes on. Boy, Johnson was able to get by Cleveland once again, pull for that jump shot. Weak side help coming over as Griffin Dawn knocks down the free throw. Weak side help coming over, opened up that weak side rebound on the other side, and the Firebirds were able to take advantage of that.
Griffin Dawn making the first. He's got 13 points, makes a pair to make it 45-37.
And Carthage done a great job at the foul line, 11 out of 12 for the Firebirds, and that's been a big advantage for them.
Backdoor to Funk, his pass off the fingertips of Brooks out of bounds.
I might have wanted to fire a bounce pass that time. Jackson Ego was open in the corner right there. Mason Funk made a nice backdoor cut.
Now Nego looking for an entry. Gets it into Funk. Funk from the arc goes in and had tap from behind by Griffin Dawn.
Nice job by Griffin Dawn. Boy, he has really played well.
Now Dawn crossing over into the paint. Ran into trouble. Got his pocket picked. Keo the other way. Out to Funk on the left. Titans down by 8. Into the paint. Funk with a no-look out to Nego. Nego the drive. Angles to the left. Goes baseline. Goes back out to Lawrence. Right side. Keel. Hands back to Lawrence. Lawrence dribbles to the left. Off the screen. Back to Keel. Keel shoots a 3. Back rim, no. Brooks rebounds for the Firebirds.
Yeah, nice little fade that time. Pick and pop by Brady Keel. Got a good look at it. Looked like it was halfway down the well and popped out that time. Good look at the basket.
45-37 Carthage. They've led by double digits before. Pass sailing to the baseline. Johnson back to get it. Then got pushed on the end line by Keel. Got trapped behind the goal. And Keel gets his second foul. Team's third of the half.
Ryan Johnson that time setting up on the backside. It was a lob over the top. Keel does not quite have the size that Noah Cleveland has inside. Now Cleveland's going to come right back in the ballgame now with 3 fouls.
Yeah, Funk is out for the time being. An 8-point game. Cleveland the one in foul trouble. Funk isn't. And now he just got another one on Kason Lawrence. Just as Nesbitt was about to pass out of a tie-up, Lawrence gets his second foul. The Titans are racking them up here early in half number 2.
I think Illinois Wesleyan felt like they had a lot of basketball right there. Official felt like he was on the arm.
Ryan Johnson left wing. Hand off to A.J. Johnson. Attacks the rim. Goes behind the goal. Sneaks it into Schlesinger. Had it tipped out of bounds. Still Carthage possession. 8 on the shot clock.
I think Coach Rose wants a chance at a replay right here.
Now we'll take a look at it here. The lob in and a near steal by Cleveland. Tried to tap it out of bounds, but he stepped out himself.
Yeah, right now, Illinois Wesleyan getting caught in a lot of closeouts as Carthage has been able to turn the corner and get heading towards the basket.
A.J. Johnson got stripped with the shot clock winding down. The Nesbitt fouls Kolak in transition.
Yeah, really good foul right there as he was going to give up a layup, or he dunked for Noah Cleveland, who was racing out ahead. But Carlo Kolak didn't give that ball up just a second earlier right there. The big guy would have had an easy flush.
First foul on Nesbitt and first foul of the half on the red team.
Yeah, it seems like Carthage has been in control of this contest here in the second half, but Titans still only down by 8. Still well in the ballgame.
Down low to Cleveland off the backboard, the turnaround for 2.
That's where it's at right there. Nice job getting that ball down inside. Noah will use that strength to kind of bury Ryan Johnson a little bit that time. Able to power up near the rim.
5 minutes gone by. Second half, Titans trail by a half dozen. Hand off to Schlesinger, deep on the left side. Roams to the left, off the pick. Backing down on Keel. They bang a few times. He gets into the paint. Side saddle shot, no, but got it back among a trio of Titan defenders. Out to A.J. Johnson, who buries the triple.
And Schlesinger gets all the way down inside and leaves Johnson open right there. Knocks down the 3, and now that lead goes back to 9 for Carthage.
48-39, Carthage on top. Digo, right elbow. To Keel, tries to go high-low instead. He shoots a 17-footer. That's short. Loose ball. Nesbitt from the floor keeps the ball alive. Back the other way to Schlesinger. Carries the ball inside, deep on Lawrence. And got Lawrence on the block. Titans hoping for a jump ball.
And anytime you're backpedaling like that, you've probably had a lot of basketball on that particular play, as you can see, but having to go across the arm to be able to get to the basketball. Anytime you put yourself in that much of a disadvantage, you're asking for a foul, and that's what happened to the Titans right there. Now Carthage has a chance to build this back to a double-digit lead. They have really outplayed Illinois Wesleyan in the second half.
Now Kason Lawrence with 3 fouls as Schlesinger makes the first of 2. A 56% free throw shooter.
And the Titans are going to bring a number of subs in. Mason Funk comes back into the lineup. Connor Williams into the game for the first time in the second half. We see David Williams as well. I think Coach Rose just looking for that right combination, maybe to make a run here at Carthage. 14-12 to go, down by 10. Getting outplayed in the second half right now.
Schlesinger makes both Titans trail by 11 in the first half, but came back with 12 unanswered to take the lead. Though briefly, right side screen, Funk for 3. That's long. Cleveland up for the rebound off the deflection. Now to Connor Williams. Now Cleveland is hampered on his backside right now.
Oh, they just might have caught an elbow that time. Looks like he'll be okay.
Still on the floor for the time being. And gets some help from his teammates. Yeah, he'll just shake it off, as you suggested. Now it'll be Kolak to inbound.
Yeah, it's got to wipe up a little bit of moisture on the floor here.
So Kolak to inbound on the near side into David Williams. Shuffles left, hands off to Kolak. Top of the key to Funk. Holds the ball high. Hands off to the left, goes to David Williams on the attack. The runner with the right hand for 2.
Yeah, good to see David Williams getting the score column right there. Nice job taking the handoff. Got a good angle on the glass right there, able to put it home. See if that sparks a little bit of a run here from the team in white.
50-41, Titans down by 9. Ryan Johnson into a double. Kicks it out to A.J. Johnson, long 2. Got it.
Oh, nice head and shoulder fake. Just get the defender leaning. You love to see that. 2-foot jump stop, rise up, knock down that little 15-footer. That's a lost part of the game.
13 for A.J. Johnson, 52-41. We've seen a lot of that here tonight, though. Kolak for 3, front of the rim, no. Ryan Johnson corrals the board for Carthage.
Yeah, in most games, North Cleveland's actually able to tip that ball out, but Ryan Johnson, big, strong, has that frame to be able to hold him off inside.
Carthage up by 11. Ryan Johnson backs up on a 3. Back rimmed it, no. Offensive rebound, A.J. Williams. A.J. Johnson's 3 is too strong. Tipped up, and Connor Williams pulls it down, then nearly stepped out of bounds. Officials don't call it. Titans back the other way. Left side, Kolak steps into a 3. And that's short. Titans rushing it on offense. And the rebound to Riley Brooks.
And some quick shots there for Illinois Wesleyan. We'll see if they probe the paint the next time down. But I like this matchup here right now for Carthage. They have drawn Noah Cleveland out away from the basket.
Ryan Johnson for 3. Got it.
Right off the fade. Really well done. Boy, that's a fade screen right there. He's just coming off it. And that's your 5 guy popping out. I don't know, point guard, 5 guy, whatever position he plays out there. Pretty much all of them for the Firebirds. This is an impressive half for Carthage right now. We kind of talked about the season that the Firebirds have had. Got off to a 4-4 start, a rocky start to the season. Kind of in the middle of the year, Eric, they just kind of took off. They won 7 straight. They're on a roll. And then that 2-game losing streak in the conference kind of set them back. When they win games, though, they're by pretty big margins. This is a really good basketball team from Carthage. They got a lot of options on the offensive end, and they're showing it so far here tonight. Titans they got their work to cut out for them. We'll see if they can rally here with 12:24 to go.
And that difference you see in the efficiency ratings as Carthage scores favorably, even though their overall record is not as good as maybe they truly are.
Yeah, and the efficiency ratings and the NPI. NPI is all about results. Efficiency ratings is offensive and defensive efficiency. Carthage number 2 in the conference in efficiency, but you look at the NPI, number 6 overall in the conference. So maybe their numbers haven't played out in the win-loss column as of yet, but it also shows you they're a team you really got to watch out for. They got a lot of firepower, and we're seeing it so far here this evening.
They've got their biggest lead of the night at 55-41, 12:24 to play in the second half. Just Thrive Health, founded with deep Titan athletics connections by Illinois Wesleyan baseball alum Billy Anderson and his wife Tina, proud parents of Titan basketball alumni Nina and Marco. Just Thrive Health, where Titan traditions thrive.
Illinois Wesleyan might start by, again, dumping that ball in that low post, play off the big guy inside. The threes have not been going here so far in the second half. And boy, Ryan Johnson has been the difference for Carthage so far in this game. This might have been the game that they were kind of waiting for him to break out. He was just 11 for 41 from the three-point line coming into the contest. He's got 5 threes tonight.
Yeah, 5 for 6. Now Funk getting it down low to Cleveland. He got inside the half circle, drops it, left it short, but got fouled. And that'll send Cleveland back to the line as this one goes not against Ryan Johnson, but on Schlesinger, his team second.
The problems that Noah's had at the free throw line. Not terrible news for Carthage, putting him at the line. He was able to get all the way down inside for a 2-footer.
And looked good on that one. Strokes it through. Was short in the first half on a couple of attempts.
Yeah, when he snaps that wrist, he gets that ball up on the rim. A much better free throw shooter. And we'll see if this one's going to kind of show that same pattern. Looks good.
And he gets him up from the feet and gets them both now in double figures.
And boy, they dumped that ball inside rather quickly. Now they've got Cleveland on Schlesinger. And as they have moved now, Mason Funk over on Ryan Johnson. Interesting move now by the coaching staff.
Titans down by 12 with 12 minutes to go. A.J. Johnson, his pass tipped, but picked up in the corner by Riley Brooks. Feeds it baseline to Riley Johnson. Backing down on Funk. Ball tapped away. Knocked away again. It's loose. A.J. Williams saves it. 5 to shoot. Schlesinger with 3, and he buries it.
It might just been one of those nights for Carthage. Boy, a loose ball comes into the hands of Schlesinger, who knocks it down. And Titans did a pretty good job defensively there. But an interesting move now. Mason Funk goes on Ryan Johnson. Interesting one-on-one matchup.
Yeah, 2 chances at turnovers there, but Titans couldn't come away with it off the screen. Connor Williams for 3 is short. Long rebound out to Funk. Funk will drive right of the lane. Puts up a tough shot. And it rattles out. Ryan Johnson rebounds.
Yeah, that was a very difficult shot that time by Mason Funk. And just flung at the rim with the right hand. Just couldn't get a very good angle. Boy, Carthage has been able to do this, and Riley Brooks has not been able to find an open shot all night.
Yeah, just 1 for 4 from the floor. Ryan Johnson banging inside with Funk, ball knocked away. A second time, but he corrals it. Kicks it out to Brooks. Back to Johnson on the drive. Step past his man, had a block, but picked up by Schlesinger for 2.
Yeah, again, a loose ball drops right in the hands of the Firebirds and able to put it home. Anyway, Titans down 17 now on their home floor. But this is going to be a mighty big hill to climb.
Another possession where they play good D for 25 seconds and give up points. Connor Williams with a 3 from the right wing.
Yeah, we'll see if that sparks a little bit of a run. Now you got 10.5 to go. You're down by 14. See if you can shave 6-8 points off this here at the 5-minute mark, and then see if you can make a run at the Firebirds in the last 5.
Now Schlesinger out near midcourt. Yo-yos the ball. Watched by Cleveland. Takes him off the dribble. To the right, offensive foul on the pick by Brooks.
I guess the good news for Illinois Wesleyan is this has been a game of runs. And we'll see if the Titans might have the next run in them to put some pressure on the Firebirds here come down the stretch.
60-46. Kolak back in. He'll inbound the ball as Connor Williams goes to the bench. Riley Johnson and gets a breather.
And the Titans have given up 22 already in the half, and give Carthage a ton of credit. They have really played well on the offensive end.
Lawrence on the left side feeds the post to Cleveland. Backing down, they're reaching from behind, and Schlesinger just picked up his third.
Yeah, it's not a bad foul. You get beat on the backside. Looks like there's going to be a drop step. Might have been a dunk on that particular play. Slap him across the arm. Make Illinois Wesleyan take the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Now we're going to get a foul, and Schlesinger just picked up another one.
So 2 in a row. They were hoping to give Ryan Johnson a breather.
Yeah, I think Nate Montgomery's going to come in. This gives him more size and more fouls actually inside as well. Just lean on Noah Cleveland for a couple minutes before they can get Ryan Johnson back in the contest.
14-point game with the inbound. Funk on the left baseline. He gets into the paint, pushes up a one-hander. A little too strong off the window. And Dawn clears the rebound for Carthage.
It just hasn't been there for Mason on the offensive end tonight. Well, he was just brilliant in that game up in Kenosha.
Midway through the second half, 60-46, Carthage up. Left side, Montgomery rolls to the left with a handoff to A.J. Johnson. He's covered out to Dawn. Dawn fakes the pass, now looks over, angles left, goes baseline. Tough shot, tipped, altered by Funk, picked up by Cleveland. Gets it to Kolak.
Now that was a really good defensive possession there for Illinois Wesleyan.
Kolak left side to Funk, head fake, no shot. Flips it out to Kolak. Kolak with a head fake, now to Lawrence. Left side Funk, midway through the shot clock. Right side Lawrence. Feeds the ball down low to Cleveland. One-on-one with Montgomery. Cross-court pass, and he threw it away. Funk unable to keep it in play.
Yeah, that pass just a little bit off. Coach Rose is telling Noah to power that basketball up inside. Got a smaller Montgomery on you. Ryan Johnson on the bench. Love to see a little drop step there. Take it to the glass. Probably force some contact inside or get a score.
Antoine Nisbet brings it up. Carthage up by 14. The pass broken up in the steal by Cleveland. Look out. Throw down for Noah Cleveland.
Let's see if they can make some a little bit of a run. Nice job by Coach Jurakovic. He's not going to let it happen. He's going to take a timeout here before Illinois Wesleyan able to get on a run. But down by 12. Again, putting some pressure here on Carthage. You see Antoine Nisbet got away with a clear travel on that particular play. And there's the flush coming straight at you for the big guy for Illinois Wesleyan, able to get out on the break. And the Titans now down by 12 and making a little bit of a run here at the Firebirds.
12 points for Noah Cleveland as they trail by a dozen. The Titan women are rolling at Milliken up 59-26 late in the third quarter. Men's play, Milliken leads North Central 52-48, 7:25 to go. North Park on top of Carroll 68-56 with just over 9 minutes to go. And North Park leading Wheaton by 1, 52-51 midway through the second half there at King Arena.
Well, you kind of wondered when Ryan Johnson was finally going to have one of those games where he's just knocking down that outside shot. Knew he was a better shooter than the percentages so far this year. But tonight's been the night, Eric. 5 or 6 from that three-point line. And when he's knocking down threes, he starts stretching that floor for Carthage. They are awfully difficult to guard, and that's been the task for Illinois Wesleyan in front of them. Right now for the Titans, a nice little 4-0 run right here. String some defensive stops together. And as I mentioned, 5 minutes ago, if you can have yourself in a 6 to 8 point game, put some pressure on the Firebirds down the stretch and see what happens.
Illinois Wesleyan shooting 37% from the field, 25% from 3, 5 out of 20. While Carthage is 9 of 19 from long range, and 39% for all field goal attempts.
I saw Mason Funk put up 30-plus points against Carthage on the road in Kenosha. Mason struggling tonight, just 2 out of 11, 4 points for the junior forward.
Well, this played some terrific defense. I was guarding Ryan Johnson the last check, but then Johnson out of the game. The steal, Cleveland broke it up. Now to Nigo on the left side, kicks it out to Funk. Around the horn it goes. Lawrence for 3. Off the back rim, no. Pulled down by Dawn for the Firebirds.
Yeah, those threes just haven't been there in the second half for Illinois Wesleyan. Almost everything for the Titans has been inside, going to the glass, and we'll see if they can get that three-point ball to go down.
Yeah, that could have been a big one. Would have got it down to 9. with 8:18 to go. Nesbitt on the left side with a waist-high dribble. Now cuts into the right, bounce pass into the corner. A.J. Williams pushes up a shot. He wanted a whistle. Well contested by Nigo. Hit it off the side of the backboard out of bounds. Now officials are conferring, and they'll correct it. It does go to the Titans.
Awkward-looking shot that time by A.J. Williams. Looked like somebody might have gotten a hand on the basketball there for a moment, but I think he then pushed it towards the rim, which then hit that backboard out of bounds. So that will belong to Illinois Wesleyan. So the Titans have been able to string some stops together here over the last couple possessions and cut this lead to 12. We'll see if they can get a little closer.
They've scored 5 straight. Lawrence now at the top to Kolak. Swings the left side to Nigo. Into the post. Into Cleveland for another dunk.
That's a really nice bounce pass that time by Jackson Nigo. All the big guy has to do is drop, step, and score. Really well done that time by the point guard for Illinois Wesleyan.
14 for Cleveland, the lead down to 10. They've scored 10 straight. Nesbitt at the top. Kolak flashes out of Nesbitt to A.J. Johnson. Swings it over to Griffin Dawn. Out of the post to Ryan Johnson against Funk with a quick step. Baseline for 2.
He is the one guy probably in the league that's going to be able to overpower Mason Funk inside. And really nicely done that time by Ryan Johnson.
Funk looks to answer, glides in and had a block by Ryan Johnson.
So that is impressive right there by the junior. Getting 2 hands on the basketball right there. But back-to-back plays when Carthage really needed a bucket. They go to number 10. Really needed a defensive stop right there. He's able to get one inside.
The reigning CCIW Fred Young Most Outstanding Player showing it here tonight.
You can see where they're going now. He's going down inside against Mason Funk.
A.J. Williams at the top, back to Nesbitt. There were no hurry now. Shot clock at 3. Nesbitt driving left of the lane. It might have been tipped by Funk. And it's Nigo the other way.
And it's 5-on-4 here if they hurry.
Yeah, Nesbitt slow and getting back. Now Nigo attacks the rim, lace it up and in.
Yeah, Nesbitt is hurt. He's probably going to be heading to the bench right here. Hopefully he'll be okay, as I think he felt like there was a lot of contact at the rim and no call. That gets the Titans back within 10 here. As into the game now is Riley Brooks. Leading scorer for Carthage has really been a non-factor for the Firebirds here so far, but they've gotten so many contributions from other guys, it really hasn't mattered.
Second bucket for Jackson Nigo. 6.5 minutes to go from Shirk Center. First place on the line in the CCIW. A.J. Johnson over to Griffin Dawn. Top of the key to Ryan Johnson. Rolls to the right, looking, ball tapped away. Johnson got it back. Now circles baseline. Funk sticks with him, 10 on 10. Ryan Johnson, into the paint, leans in, backboard for 2.
That's his night, no doubt about it. Not sure if he meant to bank that one in, but that's how it worked out for him.
25 for Ryan Johnson. Back to a dozen, 6 minutes to go. Out to Cleveland on open 3. Short. Nigo up for the rebound. Out to Lawrence, fresh 20. Funk with the head fake. Over on the wing to Cleveland. He'll turn and fade from 10, in and out.
Yeah, good shot that time. Just wouldn't go down that time for Noah Cleveland. And the Titans have to settle for a 12-point deficit.
Ryan Johnson brings it. A.J. Johnson brings it across. Cleveland gambled on the steal, didn't get it. Into the corner to Brooks, a bobble. Resets against Lawrence. Looking to get bumped by Cason Lawrence. That's going to be his 4th.
And the team's 6th.
Number 6 on the Titans.
And the Titans will go to the bench to get Cason Lawrence out of the game. Wasn't quite sure if Coach Rose was going to ride with Cason here. They really need his shooting down the stretch, down 12. You got to think a minute and a half on the bench, the 4-minute mark. If things don't get any closer here, they're probably going to get him back in the game.
Dawn on the left. Out to Brooks, left side, Dawn. Looks for a seam inside, nothing there. Now moves in, kicks it out to A.J. Johnson. Got stripped as he elevated. Nigo picked his pocket. The lob out to Kolak, and he run it down, yes. Keeps it in play, but then throws it away, trying to get it back to Connor Williams. That ball led him a little bit too far.
Yeah, a little bit too far, a little bit too wide that time. Probably trying to want to lead him back towards the basket a little bit more. Might have been a catch and be able to finish at the other end. But it's kind of been that kind of night for Illinois Wesleyan, as the Titans have been battling uphill most of the game.
Yeah, feeling very rushed on the offensive end. Now with 5 minutes to go, Dawn on the right side, the lob into Johnson with a tough catch. Got inside the half circle. Funk got the block, but Johnson got it back. Kick out to A.J. Johnson. Stumbles in, lost the rock. The steal to Connor Williams. 3 on 2. Bounce past Kolak, right of the lane for 2. Off the rim, no good, but a foul Now we'll send Kolak to the line.
Yeah, 4:48 to go. You got to that 5-minute mark. Really haven't been able to chop this lead at all. As you see Carlo Kolak coming right at you. That little contact, that little bump at the end. And to force that errant shot that time by Carlo Kolak. He'll head to the line. Interesting to see now that the Titans try to apply a little bit of pressure here, maybe coming off this free throw here to turn Carthage over. First free throw up, and it's down for Carlo Kolak. He's had a nice night for the senior. We kind of talk about Carlo being able to take the best score out of the game for the other team, but Carthage has so many options out there. It's kind of hard to pick your poison against the Firebirds.
As he knocks down a pair now with 17. Back to a 10-point game. Under 5 to play.
Let's see if the Titans can get the single digits here. Kind of push Carthage a little bit here in the last 4:40.
Dawn brings it up. Ryan Johnson at the top with a handoff to A.J. Johnson. Guarded by Nigo. Back to Ryan Johnson as he dribbles between two men and lost it. Picked up by Nigo. Titans on the break. Nigo down the middle. He got bumped in transition. And a foul that puts them in the bonus.
Yeah, it's going to send Jackson to the line here with a chance to get this lead down to 9, maybe even 8 with a couple of free throws here. And I saw Ryan Johnson be a little bit of an over dribble that time by the big guy out on the perimeter.
Well, he's certainly been feeling it here tonight with the offensive display that he's put on.
Yeah, he's been outstanding. He's been a major difference in this game.
Just got his second foul.
Yeah, he's done everything for Carthage this year. Rebound, assists, blocks, steals. Just not much has been that score that Riley Brooks has been, and a missed free throw right there for Jackson Eagle. That's a big one.
Yeah, tough break for the Titans. 7 of 12 at the line.
Yeah, has not been good from the free throw line again tonight, and Carthage has had a major advantage there.
Yeah, the Firebirds are 13 out of 14. That could be your difference. Brooks on the baseline, hooking it back door to Dawn for 2.
How about Ryan Johnson on the assist right there? Well, that's impressive.
He's got a double-double, 25 and 10 at his first dime of the night. 66-54, under 4 minutes to go. Kolak crosses over, goes inside on Williams, who gets the block, but the foul as well.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of basketball up top. It looked like A.J. Williams did a pretty nice job on that particular play to get a hand on that basketball. Titans got a break right there.
First foul on A.J. Williams. And free throws coming here for Carlo Kolak.
Yeah, again, it'll be interesting to see if the Titans are going to extend pressure coming off a made free throw.
Kolak now with 18. Schlesinger is back in for Riley Brooks. Still just 4 field goal attempts for Riley Brooks tonight, but he does have 7 rebounds for the transfer from Northern Michigan from a few years ago at D2. Second one is good for Kolak. And the lead back down to 10 with 3:54 remaining. Titans holding on for dear life as they trail by 10 once again. They've not been able to penetrate and get that down to single digits.
Yeah, it seems like every time Illinois Wesleyan has a chance to do that, Carthage gets the stop they need. They go down to get the bucket they need. For Illinois Wesleyan now in that huddle, probably drawing up a little bit of defensive pressure here. I think you got to extend a little bit out on the floor. See if you can speed Carthage up a little bit. See if you can force a turnover, maybe get an easy basket out of some pressure. Right now, if I'm Coach Jurakovic, that's exactly what I'm talking about with my guys. Hey, let's kind of see what kind of pressure they're going to set up in. Let's make sure we got a press breaker that we're ready to go. Hey, and let's not get blindsided. We know pressure's probably come out of this timeout. Let's be ready to go. Nice thing for Carthage is with 3:54 to go in the game, they got a double-digit lead. There are so many guys that have veteran experience over on that side that have been through the CCIW wars and know how these games go. That's an advantage right now for that team in red on the road. Let's see if the Titans do extend a little bit of pressure here, though. We're kind of getting to that point of the game now, under 4. It's still a double-digit lead for the Firebirds, and we'll see what happens coming out of this timeout.
Titan fans, you can make a difference for Illinois Wesleyan athletics by supporting the Titan Athletics Fund. You're helping to provide opportunities for student athletes to succeed on and off the court. Every gift strengthens our programs, facilities, and the overall Titan experience. If you'd like to support the free live streams of every Titan Athletics event, simply select the Athletic Communications Department when making your gift. It's quick and easy. Just visit iwsports.com and click on Support the Titans. Join us in keeping Titan pride strong today and for generations to come. Carthage has the ball at the full court to go as Schlesinger has the rock, looks for an inbound, got it in play just in time to A.J. Williams, straddles the inline, keeps it in play, and Schlesinger walks it up as the Titans back off.
Yeah, Noah Cleveland's going to be playing Schlesinger on the outside. Mason Funk continues to go hand-to-hand combat inside with Ryan Johnson. He's going to pick up the foul on the backside. Looked like a pretty good call by the official as Mason Funk had to slap across the arm to be able to get a hand on the basketball right there. And the star of the game tonight, Ryan Johnson heads to the line.
25 points and 10 rebounds for the reigning MOP in the CCIW. 9 of 16 from the floor, 5 3-point buckets, and long in the free throw on the front end, and Mason Funk gets the rebound.
Yeah, we kind of thought he'd be the best player in the conference this year, and he certainly has played like it tonight.
Titans down by 10. Nego at the top, chest pass left side to Kolak, looking down low, makes his way to the free throw line. The kick out to Nego for 3. Front rimmed it, no. And Ryan Johnson with the rebound, number 11.
Yeah, Titans now 5 out of 23 from that three-point line in the contest. Boy, they just have not been able to knock them down with any sort of consistency.
And just 2 for 11 in the second half. Dawn right wing, gets it over to Ryan Johnson, to A.J. Williams, to Dawn, into the corner. Schlesinger, jump step into the paint, teased up to Dawn, an open 3, yes.
Yeah, that might have been the dagger right there. And Carthage behind that three-point line, knocking another one down. They've only taken 10 here in the second half, but knocking down 5.
That's 19 for Griffin Dawn on the night. 69-56, spin move Cleveland, fading baseline. Ball may have slipped out of his hand as he shot it over the rim.
Yeah, really nice job that time by Ryan Johnson, forcing him to that baseline. Now a foul coming up on Noah Cleveland. And boy, Carthage has taken control of this contest here. Boy, an impressive second half on the offensive and defensive end for the Firebirds. It just might not be the night for the Titans.
4th foul on Noah Cleveland as Schlesinger goes to the line. 7 points tonight off the bench with 6 rebounds as well. Front end of a 1 and bonus is good. Free throws have been a big story tonight. They're 14 of 16. Titans only 9 of 14. That may not be the entire difference, but it's a big part of it. 3-point shooting as well. Schlesinger makes both.
Yeah, the Firebirds have doubled up the Titans on 3-point makes so far tonight. Illinois Wesleyan, just a sluggish 5 3-pointers tonight, but this have just not gone down for the Titans.
On the drive, it's Kolak, gets inside the half circle and drops it in. Titans call timeout. Kolak now with 21 points. 71-58 with 2:15 remaining in the second half.
Yeah, we talked about the last time out, Illinois Wesleyan was going to have to extend pressure. Well, now they're really going to have to bring that full court press. You're probably looking at a face guard in the backcourt right here. Try to cause a turnover on the inbounds as much as you possibly can. We'll see if the Titans put a player on the ball, decide to play a player back. On the other end for Carthage, boy, if you're Coach Jurakovic, first of all, I think you're setting something up to be able to get that basketball to those key 3-point shooters. For Illinois Wesleyan, it's probably going to be you probably got plenty of time to be able to get a good trap here. It'll be interesting to see when the Titans are going to have to start giving some fouls here. It's a 13-point deficit with 2:15 to go. Probably one of those games where you're going to have to hope that Carthage misses some free throws down the stretch just to even give you somewhat a chance to be able to get back in the contest. Carthage, try to maybe get somebody going long here. You got to think the Titans are going to take some gambles. There might be something in that front court you can be able to get an easy one here on this particular exchange.
Well, Carthage has one more 1 and bonus opportunity. They missed the front end a few minutes ago.
Yeah, Carthage, if you look at the numbers tonight, Eric, plus 13 on the boards. Yeah, they have really handled the Titans almost in every single area across the board here this evening. Carthage has come in and played a really nice game, and obviously not the best effort the Titans have put forward so far this season.
They have just one home loss this year. That came to another Wisconsin school, Wisconsin Stout. Thanksgiving weekend, a long, long time ago. Titans' next game was a win up in Kenosha. Now a 13-point game. The lob ahead to A.J. Johnson. Johnson out near midcourt. Titans are swarming, and now they foul. Funk reaches in on Schlesinger with 2:04 to go.
And it's just 1-1 here now for Carthage. Just got to hope that Firebirds open that door for you by missing some free throws. Really well done that time. And again, you got an experienced team here for the Firebirds. A lot of juniors and seniors on their roster. And a lot of upperclassmen, tons of seniors on this team. And Schlesinger able to knock down the free throw. And if you're not a senior, you're probably a junior here for the Firebirds. This is has an experienced team in the conference.
Preseason top 10, understandably after their regular season championship last year, and everyone back.
Yeah, pretty much the entire team back. All the big scorers for the Firebirds returning this season.
With the additional return of Nesbitt. 72-58, the dribble drive and the layup good for Kason Lawrence. Now in double figures, lead down to 12. 1:45 to go. The trap on Ryan Johnson, threads it into Schlesinger, and he's fouled just before he unloads. Minute 40 left.
I think double bonus now here for Carthage, so looks like 2 the rest of the way for the Firebirds. That makes a big difference going to that free throw line, knowing you got 2 shots here.
And Schlesinger has been close to money at the line, 5 of 6 tonight.
Now, Titans have had their chances in the second half to get this down to single digits, but couldn't quite get there, and you got to give Carthage a ton of credit. They have outplayed the Titans so far tonight. First free throw up and no good, so maybe that door open just a little bit. Now Connor Williams is going to come in as Titans want to get another three-point shooter on the floor. And that's probably about the only thing that's going to get you back in the game, Eric, is knocking down some threes here in the last 140.
So Cleveland comes out of the game with a $1:40 on the clock. One more try, high arcing shot, good for Schlesinger now with 11 points. 73-60. Nigo hands off to Lawrence. Dribbles to the left off a screen. He's covered. Back over to Nigo on the wing. On the drive, hooks it out to Connor Williams. Williams attacks right of the lane, leaning in on his man. Runner, no. Schlesinger the foul. Not what they wanted to do.
Yeah, that's difficult. You're the defender. You're kind of backpedaling where the guy leans in, and that's foul number 5 on Schlesinger. But that's just a difficult guard with the offensive player leaning into you. I think you're just trying to backpedal, get out of his way as much as you possibly can to keep him off the foul line, and more importantly, just keep that clock moving as much as you possibly can.
Also takes Schlesinger out of the game. He fouls out with 11 points and 6 rebounds off the bench. That's a lot of action in only 13 minutes tonight, but he was a key contributor for the Firebirds.
That certainly was.
Yeah, first free throw good for Connor Williams. He gets 5 points tonight.
And Titans again will extend pressure here. Face guard in that backcourt and just try to create a turnover out that inbounds.
One more try for the sophomore from Stagg. It's spun out. And the rebound to Ryan Johnson. He got tied up and fouled by Kolak with 1:23 to go. Kolak with his third. 12-point game. 2 more free throws coming for the Firebirds as they appear poised to force a regular season split with Illinois Wesleyan.
Yeah, Carthage tonight, 4 guys in double figures, and Riley Brooks is not one of them. His first free throw, no good by Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, not even close.
Yeah, Johnson with 25, Griffin Dawn 19, A.J. Johnson 13, and Schlesinger comes off the bench to chip in 11. They get no points from Antoine Nesbitt, 3 out of Riley Brooks, and still with a 12-point lead with 1:23 to go. Impressive performance by those guys from Kenosha.
Yeah, that was the not even close part I was referring to. Riley Brooks held to 3 points, but he's been fine to let his teammates do the work. 3-pointer, long for Kolak, tipped, deflected. Nesbitt tracks it down in a collision with Kason Lawrence, and he will foul out with 1:12 remaining.
Illinois Wesleyan looks like they're going to drop this one here tonight. It's going to break a 9-game win streak for the Titans unless they can make a huge rally in the last 1:12. But you look at the overall perspective of the season. Last loss was at Elmhurst all the way back in December. This has been a terrific run here by the Titans. First free throw by Nesbitt is no good. As Nesbitt just trying to find the scorebook here this evening.
And Nesbitt 0 for 7 with 7 rebounds. He does get 1 to fall. 75-61. Funk on the right. Drives baseline inside for Keel. Off the backboard for 2. Titans call timeout. as Kiel gets his first bucket. 75-63 with 1:03 remaining.
Now, if you're Coach Rose right now, you're just trying to extend the basketball game as much as you possibly can. We'll see if they change up their defensive pressure just a little bit. The problem they've been running into on the full court press is, once again, been Ryan Johnson. He's been able to come up and support. They've had a hard time keeping him away from the basketball. He's such a unique player at the Division III level. His ability to be able to handle the ball out front with the size that he gives you down in that post position. He has been a problem for the Titans, and then you kind of add in 5 or 6 from the three-point line. And that becomes extra problems for Illinois Wesleyan. He's had a terrific night for Carthage and been the huge difference maker, the 26 points and 12 rebounds in the game.
One other game has gone final. Milliken won at North Central, 64-55. Cardinals will come here on Saturday as Dawn runs the end line, gets it in play to A.J. Johnson, and a reach in from behind on Jackson Nego to foul with 1:01 to go. Second on Nego.
Second year in a row, Carthage has been able to come to Illinois Wesleyan and pick up a victory.
And this will be 5 head-to-head matchups in the last 2 seasons, and the visiting team has won 4 of them.
Yeah, this is the one the Firebirds needed to get back into a tie. Titans in front of the CCIW race. And this free throw by Johnson is up and good. Good night for A.J. Johnson as well. Double-figure score, 13 points in the contest, 3 assists as well in the game. And the way the Titans have been playing defense this year, 77 looks like a big number to be put up on the board against them.
Yeah, Carthage averaging 79 per game coming in. The scoop and score from Mason Funk. Funk now with 6. 77-65. Nego tried to take it away from A.J. Johnson, but fouled him with 54 seconds to go. Well, not only are these two teams looking at a tie, once again atop the league with 3 games to go, but it is tight after that. They would both be 7-3. Wheaton right behind them. If they hang on against Augustana, they'd be 6-3. They're up by 3 with 21 seconds to go. A.J. Johnson missing the first here.
Yeah, with 6 games left in the conference season, I think it's going to be tight the rest of the way for everybody. And the Titans were 6-2 on the front half. They're going to drop to 1-1 in the back half of the conference race here. As Brady Keel down the lane. Fade away, no good that time. And see if the Titans continue to foul. I don't think they probably will here with 40 seconds to go.
As Ryan Johnson gets the ball into the front court, and they are backing off for a moment. Then Mason Funk comes out to try to slap it away from A.J. Johnson. And that's 4 on Mason Funk. 34 seconds to go. 2 more free throws here for A.J. Johnson as they continue to further put this game away.
Yeah, you can see the excitement on the Carthage bench. It's a big win for this team coming in. Boy, they dropped this one, and you find themselves down 2 games in the conference race with the Titans having the tiebreaker as well. It's an awfully tough hill to overcome. Picking up this win now pulls them even in the conference race. And still a long way to go for both of these teams. But yeah, a significant win here for Carthage. An impressive point differential as well. They really controlled the second half against Illinois Wesleyan.
A.J. Johnson now with 18. The fade, no good for Funk. And the rebound cleared by A.J. Johnson. And now the Titans will back off. And the Carthage Firebirds will dribble off the final 15 seconds of an impressive road victory here in the CCIW. The coaches exchange handshakes, and Carthage they'll enjoy this one as they really control the game, knocking off Illinois Wesleyan 80-65 and ending the Titans' 9-game win streak.
Yeah, other than that, really that 12-point run that Illinois Wesleyan had in the first half, down 11, were able to take the lead in the first half, thought, hey, on their way. Other than that, Carthage pretty much controlled the entire game. Ryan Johnson was the huge difference. He puts up 26 tonight. Huge difference maker for them. When he goes 5 for 6 from the three-point line, that's going to be a tough guard for Illinois Wesleyan or anybody else in the D3 level. Shot the ball great from the outside. He really controlled the contest for for the Firebirds, and also got the job done on the defensive end. Good physical defense for Carthage. They made it tough in Illinois Wesleyan. Titans did not shoot the ball well from the outside, but also didn't get a lot of great looks as well. Give Carthage a tremendous amount of credit. They really controlled the contest and deserved to win the game.
Titans take just their 4th loss of the year, now 15-4 on the year, 7-3 in the CCIW, just their 2nd home loss this year in 9 outings, while Carthage improves to 13-6. They match the Titans' 7-3 mark atop the league, and they get their 5th road victory of the season. Final numbers when we come back. We'll visit with Coach Ron Rose as well. 80-65, Carthage wins it. Back in a moment. This is Titan Basketball on IWSports.com and the CCIW Network.
Just want to add strains. We wanted to add results. So at Just Thrive, we were very specific about finding strains that work synergistically to improve the overall microbiome in a way that you could feel it. For example, reducing bloating, improving the immune response, improving digestion, working on leaky gut. These are all things you will feel when you start to use a product that is formulated in a synergistic way. Try the Just Thrive probiotic and antioxidant and see how microbial synergy works for you.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
When competition for the best jobs is fierce, how do you set yourself apart? Experience? An education? Yes, but not just any education. At Illinois Wesleyan, we prepare graduates who break through the noise, who run the boardroom, the classroom, the lab, the stage. The best college for jobs in Illinois is right in your own backyard. Reach further, dream bigger, and break through at Illinois Wesleyan University.
Welcome back to Shirk Center at Illinois Wesleyan. Carthage wins it tonight over the Titans, 80-65. Coach Juan Rose joining us now. Tough one tonight.
Yeah, felt like we looked like we were a little bit in the fog, didn't we? I mean, that was not the group in terms of execution that we've seen the last 2-3 weeks, and I give Carthage credit. They beat us in literally every facet of the game tonight, from loose balls. They seem to get every one of them and make us pay every time. We were not very quick to the ball. We gave up second shot opportunities where they got multiple opportunities. Every time they kicked it out, to their credit, they shot unbelievable tonight. 10 for 21 from 3, 24 from 31. From the free throw line, so we get outscored 14 from the free throw line and 15 from the three-point line. So the lines beat us tonight.
Coach, talk about trying to guard Ryan Johnson, especially when he is knocking down threes at the rate that he was this evening. Talk about that matchup and the difficulty of that matchup.
Yeah, they had it going. I mean, they literally had it going offensively, and Ryan Johnson, the MOP from last year, he was unbelievable tonight. Yeah, you make 5 of 6 threes, and then he's going inside, and you could just see they kind of got their mojo going, and we had opportunities, and we've hit timely shots and got timely stops all year, and we didn't tonight. Like when we had an opportunity to hit a shot to cut it to 5-6 points and get momentum. We just did not finish plays on the offensive end, and then defensively, I can't totally explain it. We just weren't very disciplined individually. We were jumping around. Our closeouts, we were giving them driving lanes. A lot of the first half was just either them beating us one-on-one to the basket and finishing, or hustle plays, offensive rebound kick. So really disappointed in how we played. Not trying to take anything away from Carthage. They played a great game, but we weren't very good.
Talk about the matchups that you had, and previously Carlo Kolak would guard the leading scorer, so on and so forth. But Carthage just having so many options does make it a little bit difficult to figure out who guards who. Talk about the game plan coming into the game.
Well, Case and Lawrence has been really guarding well. And so we put him on their leading scorer, Riley Brooks, and he did really a good job. But when you look at it, Ryan Johnson had 26. Griffin Dawn had 19. I think he had 12 at half. A.J. Johnson got going in the second half. And they have a lot of weapons. You have to guard all 5 guys on the floor. And, I think one thing they do very well is spacing, and we allowed them to spread out our defense. And so we weren't very good individually defensively. We weren't very good in our team defense. And to their credit, they made shot after shot after every opportunity. Any crack we gave them, they made a shot. And then down here, we had some chances again. We had I thought, some pretty good looks. Much better, I thought, the second half. Even though we only score one more point, I thought we had a better approach, especially early in the second half. But one of the big pivotal periods of the game was that first half. We had our little run. We took a 1-point lead, and we didn't sustain it.
Talk about how they guard Noah tonight. You've seen a lot of doubles, quick doubles, slower doubles. Tonight, it seemed like Ryan Johnson was going to kind of hold his ground inside. Talk about how your team kind of played off that this evening.
Well, I thought first half we weren't stubborn enough. We were able to get to the paint, but we were taking a lot of off-balance shots, and we did not get Noah the ball nearly enough on the block. I think Noah started on the block, moved to the perimeter, but never got back to the block. And we want Noah in, out, back in. We don't want him to just sit him on the block. We want him to move around. But we didn't get him back to the block. And then we did a little better job the beginning of the second half, and we cut the lead. But we just never sustained playing with that purpose.
Is getting him back to the block one more reversal of the ball? Is that usually what it is most of the time?
Oftentimes.
Yeah.
That the ball's got to move. We also, sometimes the ball moved and never made its way back. And I'll say this. Our guys give great effort. They gave great effort tonight, but we were kind of fighting against ourselves. We were our own worst enemy on multiple occasions, offensively and defensively. And so this is going to be a really good film. We always say IW versus IW. If we do what we're supposed to do, the score takes care of itself. And unfortunately, the score took care of itself because we didn't do what we needed to do.
Just one game, but teams maybe a little bit banged up. It's the grind of the season now, and even though you've got 3 in a row here at home, how do you see the team trying to regroup?
Well, we need to. This is you don't want to lose at home, and for all the people that came out to support us, I'd like to say thank you. We're so appreciative of the Titan fans. I remember Coach Bridges always saying it, and I want to do the same thing. Is we want to send Titan fans home happy after home games. So we had a good crowd. I want to thank everyone for coming. I wish we would have played better. I do think we'll regroup. We are a little banged up. We talked about that before the game, just that balance of trying to practice enough to stay sharp without grinding them into the ground, and I haven't found the right balance there because obviously we just didn't play very sharp tonight. We're going to have to practice. We have to practice to get better, but it is difficult when you're trying to get to the games healthy. So we're kind of going through that grind, that part of the season right now. Hopefully we can get everyone 100%, kind of get back to our normal practice routine. I don't know if that's what it was or not. I thought we had some good shots that would have kept this thing close. We were jumping around on head fakes, the discipline that I don't think we've done a lot this year. And again, all the credit goes to Carthage. They played a great game. They played much better than we did.
Well, thanks for the time. We appreciate it, and we'll see you back here on Saturday.
3 more at home. We need to regroup, get ready for Saturday's game against North Central. Thank you, guys.
All right, thanks, Coach. Titans coach Ron Rose joining us here as the Titans come up short by a final of 80-65. Final numbers in this outcome. The Firebirds were led by Ryan Johnson, 26 points and 12 rebounds. Griffin Dawn next up with 19 points and 6 boards. A.J. Johnson finished with 18 points, 3 assists. Chris Schlesinger, 11.6 rebounds before he fouled out. Riley Brooks held to 3 on only 4 field goal attempts tonight. Still had 7 rebounds. And Antoine Nesbitt, 1 point, but 8 rebounds on the night. Everyone contributed to Carthage's outstanding performance on the glass tonight. A.J. Williams had 2. Nate Montgomery and Jabe Haith did not score. For Illinois Wesleyan, 3 in double figures, led by Carlo Kolak, 21 points. Noah Cleveland, 14 points, 9 rebounds. Cason Lawrence, 11 points before he fouled out. Mason Funk, 6 points, 11 rebounds, 6 blocks, 2 steals, and 3 assists. Jackson Ego had 4 points, 4 steals. Connor Williams had 5 points. David Williams had 2. Brady Keel had 2. Nathan Bolt and Brady Ruggles did not score. Titans were 38% from the field in each half, 25 of 66 for the game. 5 of 24 from 3 for 21%, and 10 of 16 at the line for 63%. Carthage made 41% of its attempts from the floor, 23 of 56, 10 of 21 from three-point range for 48%, and 24 of 31 at the line for 77%. Carthage was plus 16 on the boards, 48 to 32, uncharacteristic of Illinois Wesleyan. Titans had 6 turnovers, while the Firebirds had 11. The big difference, as Coach Rose said, at the lines, the free throw line and the three-point line were heavily in Carthage's favor, and that's one of the main reasons why they were able to win convincingly tonight by 15.
Yeah, Carthage plus 11 on second chance points this evening. Rebounds were huge for both sides there, as Carthage plus 16 on the boards tonight. Got to give the Firebirds a ton of credit. They had a really nice game plan against Illinois Wesleyan, executed it very well. Ryan Johnson was the star tonight, and when he is shooting the ball like that, boy, he is the best player in the conference, showing it tonight. 26 points for the big guy for Carthage. Had an outstanding game for the Firebirds. A 15-point win for Carthage, and a game they really needed, Eric, and they got it.
So they're tied with the Illinois Wesleyan atop the standings with 3 weeks to go, and Wheaton is breathing down their necks, a half game behind. They beat Augustana tonight, 71-65. North Park clipped Carroll by 2, 84-82. Milliken win at North Central, 64-55. Illinois Wesleyan's women cruised to victory at Milliken, 86-54. The final, with Ava Bardick, Sarah Bowley leading the Titans with the 17 points each. We'll be back here for a doubleheader on Saturday. North Central comes to town for a 2 p.m. tip for the women, and the men at 4:15 as the Titans try to get back on track and avenge one of their earlier CCW defeats.
Absolutely. Still got 3 home games here in a row. We'll see if the Titans can take advantage of that. A 9-game win streak, though. This has been a really good run for Illinois Wesleyan. Tonight did not go their way, but this has been a really good run for the Titans. You kind of left that game at Elmhurst in December kind of wondering, where is this team heading? Boy, they righted the ship in a hurry, got on this 9-game winning streak, and Eric, they have still put themselves in a really good shape in the CCIW and also NCAA standings as well. This one not good for Illinois Wesleyan tonight. Give Carthage a ton of credit. They played great, but I still think some really good basketball is going to happen for the Titans before this year is all said and done.
We thank our crew tonight here at Shirk Center: Tyler Wilson, Sam Byrne, Nicole Dumas, Stacy Agiola, Ellie Moore, and Caleb Swanson. For Joel Swanson, I'm Eric Stock saying so long from Shirk Center. Again, our final score: Carthage College 80, Illinois Wesleyan 65. This has been Titan Basketball on the CCIW